just hang out. Okay. Oh, it looks like, okay, it looks like I'm coming through. You guys make some noise. I don't think it's coming through. One moment.
See, that's hilarious.
Sir, are
Ooh.
we doing this?
There's some bad stuff happening.
Oh. Or is
I
the
mean,
answer
I mean,
yes?
there is bad stuff.
Oh, there we go. There was something weird happening.
Houses are turning to flesh.
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah, that's pretty normal around
It's
here.
just another Tuesday.
Around these parts. Okay, it
Must
looks
be a
like it's coming through
southerner
fine
thing.
now. Holy shit, that was weird. Okay.
You good?
I think so. Looks like it's all coming through clearly now. Looks like you guys are coming through fine. Hello everyone. Who's here?
Hello.
Bradley and
Hello,
Daniel are here.
everybody.
Rachel's here. Thanks for being here, Rachel.
Hi! Thank you for letting me be here
And
in our
probably-
house.
Oh, Nobushi and Webe's here. What is up? What is up? I've missed
What's
you.
up?
What is up? Hopefully we sound okay. If you can't hear us, let us know. Nobushi and Webe, it's all on you.
Help us, Nobushi Nueve. You're our
Your
only
only hope.
You're
I don't know. I don't really have any updates and news things. I posted about it on my Patreon, but there is a very large chance, maybe, of sweet cat butthole
Nice.
emote.
cat butt.
What?
Poopy butt.
Everyone sounds good. Thanks.
Oh my god.
That is so funny. I want that emote. I am likely going back to a day job here soon, which means I'm going to have to be doing some refiguring, some Rubik's cubing of my Patreon and Twitch and start playing stuff. So I can't make any promises about what's going to be happening over the next little bit. But as far as right now, it's going to be fairly normal until it's not. And we'll find out very suddenly.
It's normal until it's not.
Yeah, did you guys know that planning a wedding is expensive? And we need
Yeah.
money?
I
I've
did
heard,
actually.
But it surprises me each time.
Yeah, every
how
time.
expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're
Sick of paying
budgeting
everything
it.
you
Like,
just
we
went
are...
through.
We're very budget.
Like,
Very
literally, it's
budget.
like, hey, friend of the family, do you know how to do this thing? Can you do it? Can you help us with it,
Yeah,
please?
do you want to? Yeah.
I will invite you to the wedding if you do it.
If you manage the live stream, then you can have some cake later. But that's it.
Cake?
You're second
I
in
mean-
line to cake.
So,
Basically.
You
get to
like
stand
tenth
up
in
there
line.
with us while we cut it.
yeah,
Get to
we'll
cut the
feed
cake
you
with
cake
us.
also.
Taking pictures of it while we do it. You also have to take pictures.
They're all selfies.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I hated that.
So no real news or updates, except we have Rachel here and it's gonna be lots of fun.
Hell yeah, brother.
And Day After Tomorrow is still happening on Monday. Travis's character might have sex with a hag. Who knows? Travis is real.
How so unlike Travis.
I know.
Wow. What a surprise.
All right.
That's
Poor
okay. We'll
Travis.
just introduce him to the bog witches. We'll get that out of his system.
Oh man, good times. Oh, I guess one other thing I can say is that you'll see below my face on the screen, the little label thing to mark our newest followers and newest subscribers, but then also the cheerleaders. Right now there isn't one, so literally if you do the minimum amount of bits, you'll be the next cheerleader.
Everyone moves to cheer 1 bit.
1 bit. So then it'll be
Well,
whoever
don't you
does
get
2
bit
bits.
emotes too?
Yes.
Also?
Yeah, let me actually double check my bit emotes. So what I've done.
Hey.
Thanks for bringing.
I did too.
So what I've done is during our Sharn Knights campaign, we made a couple themed emotes for the campaign based off some of the characters. Since that campaign isn't existing anymore, except over on YouTube, I turned those emotes into legacy emotes. And they are what are now the bit emotes. So if you donate 1,000 bits, you get the say less emote. And I think you just get it forever. You essentially just buy the emote. If for 5,000 bits, you get the Spike emote. Rest in peace, Spike. Spoiler alert. And then finally, at 10,000 bits, you can get the Bobby Needs a Win emote. One of my favorite emotes.
Those are great.
Good emotes.
I love them.
And then also, there are follower emotes now. So if you're a new follower,
Oh,
there are
shit!
follower emotes, and you might notice that they're all Rachel's old emotes from when Rachel was streaming. So you get a please emote, an oh no emote, a hello emote, and a sir emote, and then a new nice one emote.
I love the nice one.
And then
very good to
finally,
me.
a lot of the classic emotes are the tier 1, the Creamer, the Malachi, rest in peace Malachi, the Toilet Cat,
He's
Chaos
not
Logan. That's true, he's just floating in the abyss somewhere. And then Rachel's awesome Logan and Lyra emotes. Right now, I don't have any others to add, just because I haven't commissioned or made anymore. So if you have ideas, there should be a suggest an emote thing that you can redeem teams for. So if you have an idea for an emote, we've got a couple that are going to be kind of hard to pull off, but I definitely would like to do them at some point. Oh my gosh, Justin, thank you for this. I had 100 bits.
Wow.
Wow, thank you so much.
Amazing.
Wait, is Justin our cheerleader now? Is it updating?
I think so.
It doesn't
I
look like it's
haven't seen it
updating.
on my screen.
Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. It might
I
just be
can't-
because there wasn't anyone there.
you might have
It
to
was set
refresh
to the I'm fixing it, 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 I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Maybe I'm not fixing it. Wait.
Andrew. Oh man.
It's okay. A face long ago I was known for.
Really?
Ye old Fordham butt grab.
Oh my! Ew, gross. I hate that.
I
Wow.
definitely forgot about that, Drew.
Yikes.
It's okay. I don't think the picture exists anymore. I think Ashton's old Instagram account is just gone. And I think that was the only place it was at. I didn't
Yikes.
actually grab his butt, but I was behind him and mimed it. And my face does a thing where when anybody takes a picture of me, it's bad.
Gotcha.
And I was right in the middle of talking or something. And it was just like,
Oh yikes.
yeah, but like going like fake
With
grabbing
his
Fordham's
butt.
butt. Yeah.
Right. I thought you meant by Fordham butt grab. I thought you meant that Fordham was grabbing someone's butt. And I was like, that's a
He did
big
threaten to
yikes.
come on that bus and jerk us off.
He did threaten to do that once.
Oh!
And
Oh my
I wish I was lying.
And he still works there. He's still
No, I mean, totally not the context he was
No.
talking about. However, the
This is
man does not know
not-
phrasing.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
we don't get
God.
Fordham fired.
No, he owes me $150. Fuck him.
He does? Did
yeah,
you
I
bet
worked
him?
his no, I worked his band camp. He was like, "Yeah, I'll pay you. You know, you're coming here from Greensboro every day, missing class. You know, I can't offer you much, but like, I'll reimburse you gas." Cool. Ghosted my ass.
Dude, go
Yeah.
after him. Do you have receipts?
It's not like a contract or anything.
You could
He-
still
know.
fight him.
Why is this?
Oh, I
not-
could.
Oh my god. I'm about to lose
I
my
could.
freaking mind.
Just be careful. He might grab your butt or jerk you off. apparently.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, yikes. Amazing. Amazing. That's so unfortunate.
Why can't I fix this?
Yeah.
I'm about to lose my mind.
Yeah, I keep seeing the name like pop up and then go away.
Yeah, there's a name. It just says name.
Yeah, that's why I'm so confused why it's doing that. It's also trying to list things, and that's just not how this freaking works.
Death to all bad
All
people.
bad people.
That would be all.
Honestly, Yeah.
Fair, but who is the chooser of bad?
Yeah, we're all. Is there a bad? Is there good? What's
maybe
good?
I deserve to die.
All do. That's why
Not
we all
really.
do.
That's.
Wow.
You want to get
nature
into a
It's dark here in
philosophical.
Driftchapel, guys.
It's pretty
Gotta
rough
get into
down here.
character.
True. True.
Oh.
So, how's the weather in Driftchapel? Fleshy?
Fleshy.
Yeah, no, that was last
Sweaty.
week. It's better now.
Clammy.
Oh,
Is it?
looks
Is
out
it?
the lighthouse. We're the only thing that's not flesh.
Ew.
Yes, because
Gross.
Flesh Lighthouse sends inappropriate
Stop that.
imagery.
Stop that. I hate that.
I plan to. Let's stop it from happening. That is the goal. We will not have an erect flesh monument in our town. Not going to do it.
Can someone clip that? I need that. I
We just
that
need the sound bite.
forever.
Erect flesh
Oh,
monument.
stretch. No bullshit.
Oh, I need this.
That's good. I needed that.
We've barely started. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah,
I've
damn."
been sitting for an hour.
Ah, God. Me, the last 2 weeks.
Rachel's
Stuck
actually
out.
getting into it.
Doing some squats.
I wish I could
Pro.
do that, Rachel.
Doesn't the stretch thing
Gosh.
say that you make them get up and take a stretch? I think that's what it says when you go to do it.
Logan, don't make me stand up. I'm gonna knock over my thing. You're gonna see my messy apartment.
Where did you
need a
get
back
that? I
screen
need
like
one of
you
those.
have, 'cause
Yeah.
now
The-
y'all have
the-
to see my messy apartment.
Y'all
Well,
have
the-
to see my crooked kitchen.
My landlady, like, it was here, and she
Oh.
said to kind of like help separate the bed from the rest of the apartment because it's a one room
Oh, it's like a
apartment.
studio.
Oh, it's studio. Oh,
It's a basement of a lady's house with a kitchen in it.
well, that was
Um,
kind of her to
It
give me that.
was. The whole thing is furnished. It's honestly a great deal. But Bayorn has decided to put a few holes in it down here.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
I gotta
all good.
find
Sounds like
another
cats.
one when I move out and replace it.
Yikes.
Because for some reason, paper is fun to scratch. Don't know why.
Yeah, it is.
And plastic is fun to eat. Oh, to be a cat.
Mhm.
Dude. I wish.
He has, though, gotten into the cutest habit of curling up on my jacket every day when I get home from school. I lay it out on my couch, and he will immediately like run over it and just sleep there all day. It's so adorable. It makes me like I come home for lunch and I do that, and he does that, and I like cry a little bit because like I have to wake him up because I need my jacket because it's -4 degrees outside.
Cold outside, Bayorn. I don't want to do this, but I must.
Thanks for warming my jacket up, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Partition.
Sweet boy.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got snow again today.
Ah, rip. Fuck
We just
snow.
got a shit ton of rain. Just
Snow
so much
broke
rain.
my ankle.
Is that how you broke it?
Yeah, so here I was just trying to go to work like a good citizen.
There it was.
And I pull out like halfway into the road, and my car gets stuck in the ice because it has melted and gotten under my car. And so I'm
Great.
like, cool, I'll go get a shovel. I step onto the curb, which apparently has a thin layer of ice on it. Right leg slips like way up into the air. Left leg gets pinned up against the curb. I go left. I fold like a chair. One really loud crack later, and I am no longer walking on my left leg.
Oh my god.
Ow.
That's
But 3-year-olds
like-
are using it as a stool.
Right, right. It's their turn to play with the crutches.
Praise be to my coworker though. Oh, nice giant N in the middle of
I
the
know.
Yep, I fixed it.
saw
I
that.
fixed
I
it.
was
It's
like,
getting
"Oh, shit."
fixed. It's just delayed.
Oh,
Okay,
hell
I'm
is
gonna-
cold and icy. True. Very true.
Yeah, it's also known as Minnesota.
Don't play ball with the ice. It breaks ankles.
Bradley, when are you done up there? Or are you just gonna
Early
stay there
May.
forever?
Oh no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's a 1-year program, so I will be
nice.
done in May.
That's awesome. Are
I don't know where I'll be after that.
I was gonna say.
Front runner right now is the Music and Arts Hub shop in Richmond, Virginia, is looking for a tech.
Okay.
Oh.
That, or there's also a shop in Virginia Beach area that's looking for a tech. So, because I want to stay on the East Coast, and the next closest shop opening is in Atlanta. I don't want to live in Atlanta. No offense to
Yeah.
anyone if you live in Atlanta, but I hate it there.
Full offense. Full offense.
Um,
Hell is Atlanta.
so I would much rather live in Richmond or Virginia Beach,
That's fair.
and get a couple years experience there, and then hopefully move back to a shop in North Carolina. Because I know the guys at the Hickory store I used to work at are trying to retire within the next 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Fingers crossed I can just sneak back in there.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you'll open up the Bradley
Finesse.
Mitchell Repair Studio.
Manifest that shit. It'll
Get
happen.
you some business owner tax credits.
I'd love to, but also I want to sleep and keep what is left of my hair on my head, and not worry about running a small business into the ground, because it's
fair.
2022 and small businesses don't exist anymore. Thank you,
Okay.
capitalism.
Yeah.
I'd like to live on the moon.
See, all living things require
Is that
food
gonna
to
happen?
eat. According to Citizens United,
that
corporations
the
are
plan?
people, and that just means they have to eat small businesses.
Isn't the plan to repopulate on the moon if the Earth dies? Don't we have a
I hope
vault there for with different
I don't-
pieces of
I
Earth
don't-
culture?
I think it's not a
It's like a bunker.
repopulation thing, but for
it's
if
called the
anybody
Matrix.
comes later, it's here's our history.
Oh.
I know we sent a golden record out into space,
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like the 70s.
but not to the moon. Yeah,
Oh,
because it had.
that just went out into space?
Yeah, they just launched it into space. It had diagrams of anatomy of humans, as well
Oh,
as
yeah, they put a bunch of shit on there.
yeah,
Yeah.
as well as a Beethoven piece and a Beatles song and something else.
I think they've lost track of it at this
Culture.
point. Now it's just
Yeah.
out there.
We just threw some shit into space to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we
And
do with a
when-
lot of things, actually.
Yeah, and when the Romulan Empire shows up to kill us all, it's because they found a golden
Because we
record with
litter.
our naked bodies in the Beatles.
They're going to show up.
The universe is a no littering place, and what have we done?
Fine for littering up to $500.
Up to 10 billion lives. Oof.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, anyway,
Is the name up there?
I can't get it to work. I think it might
Oh.
just only update from the most recent stream. So I can't. Yeah,
That's
it
stinky.
won't update. It'll update all the others, and it'll change it to all time bit cheerleader, but not most recent cheerleader for some reason.
No Vishueve is the cheerleader in our hearts.
Well, actually, he
You
is
could
the
just do it
cheerleader.
manually.
Yeah,
Bec-
but also
Every
in our
time
hearts.
someone cheers.
Because if I do all-time top cheerer, it is Nobushi Nueve.
Well, there we go.
Oh,
Mm.
But Justin is the real cheerleader for this stream. So
Oh, there it is.
nice one, Justin.
All right, everybody spam 1 bit. Make this the least productive D&D session. Logan's just
Oh, I
constantly
have 0
updating
bids.
the cheerleader.
I-
I was about to do it, but I don't have any
298.
bids.
okay, hold on. Let me. I'll quadruple fix it by adding
Should we-
Justin's name on here. In the meantime, if someone wants to do a little recap.
Oh god.
So last time on Dragon Ball Z, I believe, did we start right after our conversations with the taxidermist as we were going into the pub?
Last session was roll initiative. We fight the big
That's
That
thing.
what
was
I
all
thought.
combat.
So, in the dark, dark canals of a closed down pub, we come up against the mayor, who gargles up to this giant flesh monster. And seeing this, Ludic, having already pushed all of his buttons, decides that we've got to kill him. However, as we go on and the house becomes more and more fleshy, the Sathog, the flesh spawn, begins to spread his domain. We go through combat. We think we've done it. We've succeeded in killing him. along an arduous combat that is. We get outside to find that not only is this rundown pub turning to a fleshy hellscape, off in the distance, the mayoral office is beginning to writhe, and it spreads and spreads throughout the whole town. And as we flee to recover, because at least Sludig is not doing great, we realize that if we are going to actually deal with this, a long rest is necessary, and we all need a break from the horrid reality for which we've been thrown into.
Mhm.
And that feels like a super short recap, but when it's all one combat,
That's about, yeah.
That's basically it.
It's a fucking crazy combat.
I put the avatar of the flesh spawn into like a chokehold the entire time.
You sure did.
Knocked him out. Stunning strike, OP.
I
Yep.
pulled out one of my teeth.
you
Oh
you
god, I
sure
forgot
did.
about that. Yeah, we fell down a chimney. Gravity decided to be whatever Sathog said.
And I quite literally boots the
Oh.
house down out of there. So
And then, Aminah, do you want to share your personal details? Because I
Oh.
won't do it justice with what happened with Aminah.
let's just say that Aminah was like, "Oh, you're gonna play with gravity? Cute." Drop kick out of a window.
And then your
Shit.
Extra legs.
And then, yeah, I'm getting a
Hello?
manifestation of spider in more ways than I would like. But
Yikes.
more on that soon.
Thank you, Nobushi Nueva, for another 100 bits. And I think, Nobushi Nueva, you are the all-time cheerleader since I've been streaming. Jacob is like the top gift subber. Gift subber?
He spams those gift subs.
Sub
Yeah.
gifter.
Sub gifter. That's it.
Gift subber.
Give sububby.
Spabubby.
Sift Gubber?
You free. Taco Baco.
Tinkle outside the binkle.
But I think so far Justin is our current session stream leader. Stream leader? Nope, cheerleader.
Stream leader.
Streamer.
Stream deep Stromboli.
Stream leaders.
Stromboli.
Oh man.
Happy Friday, you guys.
In a
Wow.
week.
Oh my goodness.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Indeed.
Like Drew said, they went back to the lighthouse to hang out with their friend Matthias and Dieter, to tend to their wounds and take a well-deserved break. But not everyone in Driftchapel gets a break. Rachel, for the past probably close to a year now, you've been a lamplighter here in Driftchapel, walking around with your wick and tinderbox, taking care to light every single gas lamp in the town along the roads. Now, over the past year, the town has lost a bit of its population, whether people pick up and move out, or people die, or people go missing. There are fewer and fewer people walking the streets. But eventually your lamplighting duty became less of a courtesy for the people walking the streets and more of a matter of safety, as in the night, in the shadows, creatures started to appear. Most of them started to balk at the light and didn't even consider entering into the light of your lamps. But the moment those lights go out, they are quick to descend upon weary folks who happen to be caught in their shadows. So your job started becoming even more important, and more important, and more important. As these attacks started becoming more frequent, more people started going missing. And now, even though hardly anyone walks the streets at night, you've still managed to keep those lamps lit. But your sort of station in this town has also put you in a strange position with the other townsfolk. Many of them that are left here don't have the money, resources, or health to make any kind of escape or to do anything in the town besides scrounge for food and stave off death for another day. And with people going missing, people dying, there are a lot of families left broken apart because of it. And particularly some people that you've grown fairly fond of are the neighbors just kind of around your block. But basically your next door neighbors. It is a mother and son. And it sort of hit home whenever the father of the family disappeared. It sort of just became personal, of almost feeling responsible for this kid, this mother, the families around you. And so still, each day, stepping out, taking care to light every one of those lamps, eventually having to arm yourself with armor, weapons, guns, whatever you needed to, because the only way to get to the next lamp is to walk through a bit of shadow to get there. So,
How metaphorical.
how metaphorical. And particularly, something that has caught your interest is about 2-3 weeks ago, a group of strangers came into town. Didn't really take too much notice of them until your neighbors. Her husband went missing, and the last thing she heard him say was that he'll be at the Birdsong Estate. And then after a few days, you heard about a massive fight that happened at the Birdsong Estate. Many of the townsfolk were injured or killed. And the town's cult that you have now grown fairly almost close to, because they're sort of mixed in with some of the townspeople, that they took the bodies to tend to the dead. However, it was clear that this woman's husband died at the Birdsong Estate. Doing a little bit of investigating, you are able to kind of link the Birdsong Estate to this group of strangers that came into town. But they had since left to go about their own business. But now that you are one of the few sane and capable people left in town, it was very noticeable when those strangers came back. And we'll say today, to kind of pull you up to speed, while you were tending to whatever your normal daily duties would be, you saw what they saw, in that the southeastern portion of town started to turn into gray, slimy flesh, all the way up to the town square. All the buildings, rock, mud, everything turned into flesh, and pulsating red eyes and tentacles branching off from them.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. And even though they do slip around the town with relative ease, as you start to slip around the town, you notice that their little boat that they had commandeered, drifting through the water over toward the town's lighthouse. So that must be where they've made camp. Now for everyone else. That evening, you all short rest. You can spend hit dice, you regain whatever on a short rest. Yes, Rachel.
I'm so sorry. I know you guys fought a big old monster last session, but was that were you fighting the flesh? Is the flesh stopped now? Like, has it
At
stopped
this
spreading?
moment right now, we'll say like that evening, if they're all kind of keeping an eye on it, it didn't spread further.
Okay.
It just kind of stayed where it was, and then after a night of rest in the morning, it has faded away.
Oh, it's just gone now.
It's gone, almost as if it never happened.
Wait, so is it the next morning?
At this point, yes, we will pick up at the following morning. So you guys, short rest, spend hit dice, regain whatever you normally would.
Put teeth back in.
But yeah, I imagine throughout the night Kieran's probably taken to grinding his teeth a little bit, feeling like that still weird tingling sensation in your teeth, like there's something in them.
The ones that are still there.
The ones that are still there. That used to be a thing, where people like a long time ago thought that toothaches were because you had worms in your teeth.
Oh yeah.
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 Ooh,
Yeah. Right.
I don't want teeth.
Can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
back
Let's talk
to
about
the
flesh
flesh
monsters.
I think it's fascinating.
Yeah. But you probably grind your teeth a bit. And as you start with your long rest, and for anyone who's new watching this, we do sort of the extended downtime rules that you'll see in the Dungeon Master's Guide. So long rests take a week, short rest is a night of sleep. And especially that is super important now because even though Matthew's just got a food delivery, it's again fit for one person, not the three of you and Dieter and him. So y'all will still need to sort of split up, gathering fresh water duties and fishing and doing whatever needs to be done around the lighthouse, tending to all of you folks living in there. And then also your normal downtime activities. So during the first day, I'll go ahead and say, or I'll go ahead and sort of pick through a little bit to get an idea. Sludig, Drew, you said that you were going to just sort of really tend to your wounds and help the others with whatever tasks they needed.
Mm-hmm. And if it gets to the point where the tasks of Kieran and Aminah are highly specialized, Sludig wants to make sure that the area right around the lighthouse has good access to lights if we need it. Maybe with Kieran's help, provide a couple traps right near the entrance just to make this place a little more defensible. If worse comes worse, we need some place to be defensible, because I feel as though with what we've experienced, this lighthouse is kind of our last bastion of light.
Aminah, you're gonna go work with your Ortis friend Agnes Wood to make all potions and concoctions and things, and have some conversations, right?
That's right.
Is there any? I know you had already sort of commissioned her basically to really crack down and make all sorts of healing potions, water breathing stuff, all that kind of sort of anything that would be good to fight some underwater creatures. But is there anything very specific or anything else that you would want to make with her?
Yeah, so my thought is that now that we have had this incredibly disorienting fight with the mayor who turned into this flesh monster who really screwed up our sense of reality, what I want to do is to create something that it can be like a pendant, a mask, a tiara, or whatever, something that can be wearable that helps ground the wearer. So even if somebody's attempting to reach into your mind and twist your reality, there's that blockage that they can't get past this. You have to it's something that's preventing any mental attacks, basically. That's my goal.
Interesting. I like that.
Can you make that in real life?
Ring of anti-mental illness.
Oh.
I would like that, please.
I would like that very much.
Pick anything from D&D to be real. I want that.
Oh. 10-4. And then we'll say also jot down some potent healing, potent swimming, potent water breathing.
Potent.
Pizzone.
Calzone.
The Pizza Hut Pizzone. Why didn't that change?
Aminah, stop! You can't out pizza the Hut. No.
Can't out Pizza the Hut.
Oh my gosh.
Not a sponsor.
Oh God.
Because I changed the program. And
Not a sponsor yet.
Logan, I'm surprised I haven't gotten your Twitch demonetized. I'm sorry. I should stop.
yeah,
You
there
know
was
what? I don't think Big Pizza Hut is gonna care.
No, it's all the Disney references.
Yeah, there
really,
because there was
would-
that
Oh,
one that we had recorded where we had made a bunch of like Home Depot references and Disney and Star Wars references, and I just had to like, just not a sponsor, not a sponsor, not a sponsor. Oh God!
Wow, this session was 15 minutes long.
All those Home Depot references. And then finally, Bradley, you were wanting to make some big booms.
And some small booms and some medium booms.
And some medium booms.
Some boom booms.
Some boom booms.
A diversity of booms.
A diversity of booms would be preferable.
So basically what we'll use as a basis, but by no means a limitation, is that sweet technology table in the Dungeon Master's Guide. You know the one.
I do.
And it has some Renaissance explosives, but they're quite limited. Bye, Bradley.
I'm still here.
He's going to grab his DMG.
There are only 3 Renaissance explosive things: a bomb, a keg of gunpowder, and a powder horn of gunpowder. So at the very minimal, to keep it simple and straightforward, what kind of tool proficiencies do you have?
I believe Tinker's tools and thieves tools.
That'll be perfect. So
And a dealer's kit.
the general rule is that to make an item, a mundane item, I consider explosives mundane. Who wouldn't? Is that for every 50 gold pieces of the item costs, you would, I think, since you're making it yourself, all you need is half the value of supplies, if I recall correctly from Xanathar's. Basically what I'm trying to think of is how much it'll cost you and how long it'll take. Yeah, raw materials is worth half the item's selling cost. So a bomb is 150 gold. Half that is 75. So you need 75 gold pieces worth of raw materials. Which I'm also going to say is that there's gunpowder everywhere in this town. So that'll be fairly easy.
The whole town is a bomb.
I was
Basically.
gonna say.
And then on top of that, for each person, for every 50 gold pieces it costs, it takes a work week. So for a bomb, it would technically take 3 work weeks, but you have, you could start an assembly line with Dieter, Sludig, Matthias, and just cut down that time to be very simple. Because if you have all of them helping you, by week and a half, it could take you like a day or 2. So you could, if you have the resources, you could potentially make up to 3 bombs if you wanted to. But alternatively, what I meant earlier by not limited to, is if you want to kind of meet in the middle somewhere between just like a little powder horn or in a freaking bomb. So essentially, I'll let you kind of play around and come up with some ideas to make something that's kind of in between the full, 7d6 of a powder keg or the 3d6 of the powder horn.
I'm thinking like baseball-sized grenades, like probably equivalent of like a powder horn or bomb.
Yeah, I
If I
think
could frickin'
bomb
find
is
it,
that
too.
version of a thing of a powder horn.
Yeah.
They're both do the same amount of damage. Yeah. Yeah, so the bomb would be the version of that.
Here it is.
You can also just light a powder horn of gunpowder, but the problem is that it explodes immediately. Gotta be real quick.
I choose death.
Take this, my lack of hands.
So, I guess for the time being, Bradley, you can just kind of think on that, and if you come up with some cool ideas, we can workshop it over. Yeah. So you guys sleep, wake up the next day, look out the lighthouse windows to see that the flesh is gone. It never even happened. You guys are fine. There's no horrors here.
You dreamed it.
You just dreamed it. But as you start your initial workday, you develop your plans of what you're going to do. You start tending to your wounds initially, making plans of gathering food and water and resources for this now little family that's formed in this lighthouse. Check out our new sitcom, Shadows Over Driftchapel, featuring Dieter and Kieran and Aminah. And Matthew is sitting over there by himself and just laughing and clapping.
We're doing
I
his
figured we had
telenovelas.
eldritch horror screeches in the back.
Developing your plans for the first day. By the time that basically you even just set out a game plan of what you're going to do, because there's also the fact that the streets might not be safe for you to just willy-nilly walk back and forth. So you spend the first day kind of developing a plan, tending to wounds, gathering food, all that kind of good stuff. And that evening, as the sun sets, throughout the day you can see a bit of overcast, a bit of rain on the wind, a little bit of mist rolling in from the sea, until eventually it starts into a little drizzle, and then a heavier drizzle, stronger winds, until a full-on storm rolls through, fit with thunder and lightning. Rachel, even in adverse weather, keeping the lamps lit still of the utmost importance to the town's safety. Because if you don't keep those lamps lit, then there is no more town. People will be taken, and it's all done. So you load up with armor, weapons, extra wicks, extra tinder box, waterproof coat, hat, your galoshes that go up to your armpits.
My what are those? The waders?
Oh yeah, you put on your waders. And you hit the streets, feet squelching in the muddy road. Most people have known to keep some semblance of lights going in their homes, but shuttering their windows, keeping the windows as closed and tight as possible to keep the chill out. And to outsiders, it very much looks like a ghost town upon first entering. But you know that there's people in there. They're just very much good at keeping to themselves and keeping quiet. As you make your way through the town, lighting lamps, you can already tell it's going to be a hard night. You can hear the gurgling of creatures in the waterways, waiting to climb up and attack. Occasionally, with a glance over your shoulder, you can see their big, glowing, saucer-like eyes watching you. But, of course, with your own lantern, your own light source at your side, you keep them all at bay. However, as you make your way across town, the storms get worse and worse and worse, until eventually you walk up the street a ways, lighting the lanterns all along the way, and there's a massive of wind that blows through, and you can see the lamps that you just finished lighting start to flicker and waver, and you glance over your shoulder, and all of the lamps you just lit from behind you have gone out. And immediately start hearing hissing and burbling sounds. You go to continue lighting the lamp you were working on, and every time you get out your tinderbox, light the wick, hold it up, the wind knocks out the flame. And eventually, the lantern at your side goes out. Finally, you get that one lantern lit, but you can still hear the burbling behind you. And if you don't light those lamps, get plunged
Gotta
into
light the
darkness,
lamps.
and it's all done.
Gotta fucking do it.
But somewhere off in the distance, you hear a very faint but earth-shaking sound of something very heavy hitting the ground.
Do I recognize this this earth-shaking noise?
Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me. Just straight intelligence.
My dice! I haven't gotten them out yet.
Oh no.
Okay. Intelligence. Not my best stat. Oh, natural 2. 3, baby.
You can't, in this moment, with your stress running high and the wind battering at your ears and the occasional strike of lightning and spray of mist, you can't make heads or tails of what it might be. You just know that you and all the people around you are soon to be in danger. And effectively, you know, with the wind like it is and the amount of lanterns that still need lit, you do not have enough hands. And then all of a sudden you see a flash of light that's not lightning. And you look up and you see that you're maybe 100 or so feet from the lighthouse, where you know those few strangers to be.
So I can't do it by myself.
Basically.
Excuse me.
Do I see any light coming from the lighthouse, like indicating
Yes.
that there's someone in there?
Yes, you do.
Are there already a shitload of monsters in the street?
No, not yet, but you imagine soon to be.
Fuck.
What's your constitution score?
Score? 17.
You imagine you could probably yell loud enough to be heard.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Over the wind?
In this stressful moment,
It's
yeah,
17.
probably. And with a 17,
It's a good score.
or
Okay,
you could
I'll-
try and just run that way.
I mean, I am quite... Actually, I'll do that because I have a lot of speed. Do you
I
wanna know
am
what
speed.
I am
You pull on
speed.
some red sneakers.
Lightning bolts on your
Gotta go
glass.
fast. Gotta go fast.
I have... My movement speed is 60 feet.
Awesome.
So I'm
And-
gonna run over there, bang on the door.
Your character introduction. You start running. My name is Barry Allen. You guys look out the window. There's this yellow streak moving. Help me! I have to run back in time to stop Katu from taking over. What?
Oh my god.
Just looting. I'm in.
I will bound over to the door as fast as my feet and my oversized clothes and all of my shit can carry me and bang on the door. I'll probably take my wick and just like the end of it on the door.
You guys
and yell.
Yep. Oh. Do you yell at anything or just yell?
I need help. Ah! Just yell. Something about there's monsters in the street and I need help. And then I will run back over there. At least I'll run like 30 feet away facing the monsters to like the nearest lamp and start trying to light the lamp.
Okay. So you all hear a and then very loud help. There are monsters in the street. And taking a quick peek out of some of the skinny, like arrow slit like windows, you can see a shape with a lamp at their hip running across the bridge back to the mainland.
Wait, I went across a bridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe we were supposed to meet the lamplighter anyway. If she's out there and still doing her work, I believe we should go help her.
Out there in this weather?
If that's who that is.
Sludic peeks out the door, because that's smart.
So yes, Rachel, there's a bit of warm light that kind of pops up behind you as you start to run across the bridge, and you can see a big man peeking through the door.
Get over here, bitch! No, I don't say bitch. I say get over here, and I wave them over and point, and then run to the next lamp. If I'm able to light this one lamp.
Rachel, what are your character's pronouns?
They, them.
All right. So seeing them wave for us and not being all sea monster looky, Sludic says, "It's them. We must help them. If what is out there is after them, they can't do this on their own." And Sludic runs with the drift globe in his hand, ready to use it.
This is how you run.
Well, I guess we're doing this then. I'll tuck guns away and gonna fold up my collar a little bit and make my way out into the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Aminah's going to mage hand her crossbow and just have it at the ready and just mumble something along the lines of, "Trying to light the lamps in this weather? I thought the cultists were insane."
I'll turn back to the lighthouse and, Matthias, lock the door, and if anyone other than us shows up, don't let them in. You know, standard stuff.
Yeah, gives like a little scrawny thumbs up.
And I shut the door.
So, chasing after this lamplighter out into the streets. Turn up the rain sounds a little bit.
Ooh.
Immediately as probably Sludig, since you're in the lead, you would see sort of the speed at which this lamplighter lights the lamps. You know, there's not a whole lot of fumbling. There's not a whole lot of aiming, really. Even though, you know, those gas lamps are a small target. They're more or less delicate. I mean, you can't just like with a big flaming stick. But this lamplighter doesn't. It's this very swift lighting with the tinderbox, hoisting it up, swinging through, touching the wick to the gas lamp, and then keep running. It's so fast. But you immediately see the problem, and even as it gets lit, and even though it is in kind of like a little sort of glass containment, it immediately starts to flicker and wave like it's about to go out. And so, chasing after the lamplighter, eventually, Rachel, you make it back to that street that you were just on and walking down, and you see that the lamps are still out, but you can hear the hissing and burbling and feel a weird coldness coming from the darkness around you. Eventually, you all catch up, standing in a bit of the lamplight. And Rachel, if you will finally introduce and describe your character.
So they just see me in the lamplight for like a second. It's not like a, "Hi, my name is so-and-so."
Yeah, I assume that you probably stop bathed in the light for a moment, waiting for them to catch up. And then you can kind of, radiant and glowing in the lamplight. So they get a good look at you, and then you can do what you wish.
I am pause in a moment, like of just glancing at you guys, seeing you all there, and you see a fairly young but also built person, kind of a feminine-ish face, but they have bags under their eyes. Their cheekbones are kind of like sunken in a little. They have dark skin with like, I don't want to say cornrows. It could be just like thick braids back into a bun of braids that kind of, it's not quite long enough to be like wrapped around all the way, so it's just kind of like sticking up. And then there's 2 braids like down in front, which are just whipping around because of the wind. But yes, a little bit of a young person, but very built, wearing clothes that are 2 times their size. But of course, like pants tucked into boots and, you know, a scarf and like just so many layers and shit happening, and like straps with my tinderbox and my oil and my whatever. And I have a belt around my hips with a short pistol tucked in the front. And then I have my wick, which is just like a big long pole with, in the art that Logie sent me, it has a lamp hanging from the end of it, but I imagine probably I just have a lamp hanging from my hip, and the end of my wick is like a wick, and the other end has like a bell shape over it to douse with. But so you see me standing there, you catch a glimpse, and then I gesture to the monsters, and I gesture to the lights, and I say, I have to lamp the lights. I have to light the lamps. We have to get the lamps lit. I need help.
I can't
And
do
I
anything.
run.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Were you gonna say?
I can't do anything about the weather, but I can do something briefly about the monsters. And I throw up the drift globe and say the command word to cast daylight. Which gives us an hour of 60 feet of bright light and 60 feet past that of dim.
Nice.
Hopefully
That's
this will be
awesome.
long enough to at least light up part of the town. It's good to see someone who's at least partially sane.
I was hoping the same thing about you guys, but we'll talk about that later. And I run off.
Emphasis
Yes.
on
But also,
partially.
what do you guys look like? Because I only kind of know.
Oh my god.
So Sludig is not dark skinned, but like years of being out in the sun, exposed, living much of his life in like furs. He's a solid like 6'4", 6'5", big burly dude who has just kind of roughed it in the wilderness for a solid portion of his like 30 years of his life. Got quite a few visible scars, most notably one that is almost black in coloration that like runs up one arm starting at the elbow, and if for whatever reason he's shirtless, goes all the way up his back down to like mid-spine, that he got from grappling some strange Gloam creature.
Was that recently that happened?
No, that was part of his call to adventure.
Ah.
Yes, he almost died.
Well, I'll pretend like I didn't know that whenever I see you take your shirt off, whenever that happens.
Nice.
Because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
No, but you see it like elbow up,
Right.
but
Yeah.
that's how big it is.
In the
It's-
art
weird.
reference pics, while you're T-posing, we can see it in the
Amazing.
I love it. All right, who next?
Well, I guess I can go because Aminah does have some distinguishing features, but in this light, you're not really going to see them because she does a good job of concealing things when she needs to. So she's, about 50 years old, and she's about 5'3", still pretty like slender for her age, just because of what she's had to do to survive, simply out of like the need of being sneaky and trying to not die all the time. And so she's more often than not just wearing like very dark studded leather cloak over her face. I'm pretty much trying to keep her face obscured because she's under the curse / blessing of the spider, which is slowly turning her into a human spider hybrid because she got cursed by a witch.
No, it was a gift, Daniel. It was a gift.
She was gifted. She was gifted.
She was a gifted child.
She was a gifted child.
Oh my god.
And so like from far away, she doesn't look anything different than human, but like up close, there are some things that do not look totally human. Her skin is kind of starting to turn a little pale, and she has now oh gosh, what was it from last session? Because of the way that shifting works for her, it's a little unpredictable sometimes. And after last session, she has 2 small but noticeable, like spider appendages, coming out of her side. She's trying to cloak it, but
Okay.
know that most of this you don't see in this light, but it's there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, are they tucked in somewhere?
They're tucked
Do I see? Are they just like flailing around? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like Rachel, the alien hand syndrome. Just...
Oh my god.
All right, I'm Bradley.
Okay, my turn, I guess. Taller, thin, human man on the older side, like early 50s ish, with a kind of just swept back, well kept black hair with quite a bit of gray kind of poking in through the roots. Mustache down and some mutton chops that kind of go down from the head kind of going in. Same kind of color palette, a little bit of gray kind of poking in, showing the age. A very haggard face that has seen a lot of things and has been through life in this setting. It's hard not to look like shit. Wearing really all you would see in the light really at the moment is just a big, long, like lighter tan colored trench coat, and maybe a little bit of a pendant kind of clipped to just like a white button down shirt, collared or buttoned all the way up to the top right now. Collar of the trench coat popped to kind of keep whatever little bit of weather that he can off of him. You'd see slung over his back right now, definitely wrapped in some kind of leather waxed canvas or something. Just a long object, probably assume you could assumption you can make is that it's a rifle, but protect from the weather at the moment. And you would see like the outer appearance of a gun tucked in under the trench coat, I guess, as well as a big, on the larger size, like duffel bag almost, that is slung over a shoulder that he kind of keeps on him, with a big red cross like stitched onto the side of it. Yeah,
Lots of choices made there.
Oh yeah.
Lots of choices. Okay. Cool. Nice to meet you. I run away.
Yes, and with the drift globe in the daylight, the 60 feet, I've got 2 of you in the owlbear rodeo. If I can get 2 more of you into the owlbear rodeo.
Oh, that's right. I better open that.
There's a street map, and I've revealed that roughly that 60 feet. It's a little hard to tell, but we're just going to play it by ear. And I can't really do circles, so that's sad. But basically, it reveals the next pair of unlit lamps. And now that they're not shrouded in shadow, a little bit easier to get lit, as it were. But immediately you see that the ones over you are flickering and threatening to go out at any moment. So, Sludig, with your drift globe, are you just going to kind of follow everyone with it as they move around, or do you want to kind of walk ahead to...
Honestly, I figure I would try and stay more central to the party so that it was relatively even. We don't have to worry about people sneaking up on us from behind because we can't see back there. Kind of using this as like a little dome of safety, or
Nice.
whether or not it's actual safe, but the veil of safety, the illusion of.
The illusion of safety. And so, Portia, as you,
Say my name.
well, fine, Rachel's character,
Lamplighter.
Lamplighter, number
They,
3.
them.
We know who the lamplighter is. We've been given Portia's name.
Oh
before
shit!
Yeah.
By other NPCs.
I don't know that.
Yeah, so
You don't know me.
we
like,
were
yeah,
told
do.
to find you, but decided to fight the flesh mayor instead. So now we went home to take a long nap.
Saluting does not get social cues.
Yeah, you just, Rachel, you're like, thanks for helping, and then run away, and Saluting's like, thanks, Portia, and you're like, how do you know my name?
Shit.
And let me actually jump over to the map on the this stream.
This stream.
This stream. So, we're not actually gonna move an initiative order here. But oh, that's the wrong one. One moment. Not necessarily gonna move an initiative order, but just kind of assume that, you know, once you've done one thing, wait for someone else to do one more thing. Just kind of loosey goosey. But Portia. You break off from the group using the Drift's Globe daylight to sort of guide your path a bit. And it is exactly as described. It is as bright as it would be during normal daylight hours in the middle of the day. And it's a little disorienting at first, but running your way down the street to one of those first unlit lamps, you should have your token there, so if you want to move to whichever lamp you so wish.
These are the lamps?
Yes.
Okay. This one's closer. Is there a ruler tool? Is this a ruler?
Yes, it looks
Beep,
like a
boop, boop,
ruler.
bop. How tall are these lamps?
The very tippy top is about 10 feet, which is why you have like the little lighter tool, little wick tool.
Okay.
Wick pole. So to do it by hand, you would have to kind of clamber up it, or makeshift some other kind of wick, or, you know, whatever else.
Can I do a cool move where I like kind of run up the pole?
Well, you have a tool
Parkour.
for it. I mean, you still could run up the pole.
Look pretty fun.
Yeah, I kind of want to run up the pole just to give me a little bit of
And I'll say, you do know that since they do not have a wick lighting tool or a lamp lighting tool, that they'll sort of be at a disadvantage. So you could pass them your wick pole and then just parkour jump around to light it yourself, since you know a little bit better what you're doing.
That's true.
Yes.
I'm not a leader. Which one of them is the tallest? Sludig?
assuming-
Oh, but you said you were gonna go.
How
Who's the
tall
short-
are
I
you,
don't
Steven?
like 6'4", 6'5".
I was
Who's the
just
short-
6'3". You got me.
So probably Aminah.
Oh,
Would be
that's
shortest.
that's fair. Yeah.
So I'm going to, before I run over there, I'll stop like, oh shit, I'm still on the mover tool. How do I move me? I'll stop like 5 feet in front and then run back over to Aminah and like push it into her hands and say like, help me light the lamps. This end is the lighter and this end is the dowser. Do you have fire source things? Oil? Flint?
You would. You would have
Matched.
like a tinderbox, little flint and steel. Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll make it work.
Great, thanks. And then I run back over.
And you're gonna parkour light it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna parkour.
So then, if you would, please make me an acrobatics check to quickly light the lamp and to jump around. Jump around.
Jump around.
Can I do it with advantage since it's my job? You don't know my secret life of trying to parkour all over the lamps, just in case something happens to my wig.
Sure. Do
Hell
it
yeah.
with advantage.
Wow, so bad. Acrobatics, you say?
Yes.
Can it be athletics? I'm better at athletics. 13. I rolled an 8.
It can be worse.
It could be worse. Your foot does slip, and so with this open flame in your hand, your foot slips, barely misses lighting the lamp, and you slip, fall to the ground,
Goodness.
splash
Ouch.
into the mud.
Balls.
And you watch as some shadowy tendrils sort of come out of at the edge of basically the drift globe light. And the moment it reaches out into the light, it sort of sizzles and backs away. But it becomes very apparent that there are things at that line of light and darkness.
Shit. Cool.
All right, who's up
Um,
next?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
I already acted turning on the drift globe, so I figured that was my first thing.
I mean, well, since I have the flint, I guess there's some stuff I should probably do. So what Aminah's gonna do is basically swap mage handing. So like she'll like bring her crossbow back to her, like and like strap it back to her back, and then like use mage hand on the flint as she lights it. So then all she has to do is just whoosh it over to the lamp and then like ding, touch it exactly where it needs to go.
So you don't need my wick?
Oh wait, did you not? I
You
thought-
could always pass it on to someone else.
That's true.
Just
I just give you a big long pole with a wick on the end of it, assuming that you needed it, because I don't know what you do.
Oh right.
But if you don't need it,
But yeah,
make it.
you don't.
just
You
pass
don't
it
have
on.
to use it. I just shoved it into your hands because I'm in a panic.
I mean, I feel like I'm. Oh, let's see here.
Kieran will come forward and gesture that he will take the wick if you were preferring to do another method.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I like that
probably.
that's the
Okay.
actual interaction as Kieran runs up and is like, give it to me. And Mina's like, I guess. All right.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, so Mina, you're using Mage Hand to light a little flame, fly it over. Go ahead and, because you're using magic to do this, if you'll make an intelligence check for me.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Intelligence. That's gonna be a 10 there.
The bit that you use to ignite and then fly over, you still have your flint and steel in hand, you just had to light something else to float it over. By the time it gets halfway there, the wind and rain have already blown it out. And so it's already out before it even got there, and your mage hand just turns, flies back.
Oh god.
Okay, Kieran.
So is the wick currently lit on the wick?
No, that's sort
Okay.
of part of the action of
So,
lighting the.
I will lower the the wick of the wick down towards myself, and I will draw the pistol I keep on my hip. I'm gonna aim it just like generally up in the sky, but I'm gonna use the flint firing mechanism from the gun.
Oh, okay.
To
I
fire
was like, are you just gonna
I'm gonna
shoot?
shoot it. No. I'm gonna use the flint firing mechanism of the gun to light the wick as I then run forward towards this lamp over here, and I will just and
Okay.
try and light it.
Yes. So with that, just running up and lighting it. Go ahead and for this, just make a straight strength check.
Want to trade?
As you hoist up
Yeah,
this
for
kind
real.
of
I'll
heavy
make
pole and try to
acrobatics.
aim it.
It's a 14.
Better than me.
14. It's like you're holding it, and then it's just the weight is so off that you're having such difficulties aiming it and getting it actually up to the lamp that it just takes a moment too long, and eventually the flame is blown out.
Damn, this is kicking our asses.
As we get back to Sludig, who you have lit the drift globe and are sort of watching what is happening, and this is kind of becoming apparent to everyone. First off, as Kieran just said, this is kicking our asses. Sludig, you can already kind of see people's morale starting to fade a little bit as this is happening, especially with the monsters just at the precipice of the light. You also notice that the gusts of wind, it's not constant. And it almost follows a pacing of waves crashing. So there's almost a constant thrum to it. So someone could potentially try to light the lamp by timing it to whenever the wind stops for a moment and can quickly try to light it. Alternatively, you may notice that Aminah, you look over at Aminah and she's kind of already starting to get a little chilled to the bone. A little bit of shake to her. So that, someone who's particularly hardy can just try to stave off the chills and stave off the cold long enough to hold a lamp alight or hold the wick still enough to light the lamp. Alternatively, parkouring up a building or up the pole to light it, or just using sheer muscle strength to be able to hold the pole off and still enough to light the thing. So essentially, you can use whatever skill you'd like, now sort of framing it to be a certain way. Now that you're sort of starting to learn the circumstances of the situation. So Sludig, what would you like to do with your drift globe in hand?
So, seeing that we're having issues and that Sludig definitely can't just sit here and be the light bearer for the party, he kind of tosses the drift globe up in the air and it begins to float around us, and rushes to the nearest pole. I guess I should move myself over here by Kieran and will attempt to pull himself up the pole, and grabbing his flint and steel that he would normally use to light his bullseye lantern, will try and light this gas lantern up here.
Okay, so you're basically just doing some like straight climbing up the side.
Oh yeah, I'm just like fireman climbing up this pole.
Yeah, so go ahead and make an athletics check for me. And in the future, people, you cannot make the same skill check.
2 times in a row, just like the boat ride through whatever abyss we went through.
Oh, you can do it more than once. It just can't be 2 times in a row.
Correct.
Okay.
That's fine.
I thought you were about to
will
say
be
we
athletic.
can't do it more
Ever.
than once. I was like, oh shit.
Well, I got a 17 athletics.
A what?
17.
In athletics? Flame comes to life, not being blown out by any wind. That basically you just cut out the middleman of the movement between flame all the way up to lamp. You're just right there at the lamp and just catches lights, and doesn't go out.
Can I use my reaction to like scream at the top of my lungs in joy? Just like, yeah, nice one!
Can I get some nice one emotes
Everyone
in the chat?
spam me nice ones.
Yeah, spam some nice
Nice
ones in the
one.
chat. Yep, so that is 1 lit. And you can move the drift globe around once it's flying. Or it just moves when you move out of range of it.
It moves when I move out of range, which makes me do this. Aminah, can you use your mage hand to hold onto the drift globe? Keep it with us.
I'll do my best. And
You grab onto the drift globe.
mage hand.
Awesome. Okay. Now, Who wants to take another stab at lighting the other lamp? Yeah. What you
Can I
gonna
do it
do?
again? I want to do my thing.
Another
but can I-
parkour thing? Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Can it please be athletics?
Athletics
Can
has
I try
already
to
been used
climb?
this round.
Can I
Oh, is
run over?
anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Can I
Oh,
give
that's
them a
interesting.
boost?
I was.
Little cheerleader boost. Any skill can't be used twice, like in succession. So if you want to wait for someone to go before you, could. You just can't. So yeah, basically just twice in a row.
Sorry
Okay, then
about
I'll wait.
that,
No, that's
Rachel.
I didn't understand
I
that either. So.
misinterpreted that.
Yeah, it's okay. I thought you meant individually. We can't do it
Hmm.
in a row. Then I will wait. Non-narratively, I will wait. Nobushi, why would you do that?
Wait, did he do a? Wait, what?
He said I'm gonna inspire Portia, but if they fail, something happens. Why would you do that?
Oh boy.
I'm already
I'm-
sweating just from this encounter right now.
I'm gonna
Oh,
truck
boy.
over to the unlit lantern. How tall is this pole? This,
About 10
this
feet.
wick? So,
Oh, the
so
pole
it is
you're
as tall.
using. The
Yeah.
pole you're using, it's about
The wick.
5 feet.
Okay.
Oh, which is about as tall as I am. I might be a little taller than it, but
Fuck. I really don't. And attempting to hold the wick to it was a strength check or an athletics check.
I think we said straight strength. But you could also, if you wanted to do some like a constitution to kind of stave off cold, or if you want to do like a wisdom to wait until there's no longer wind for a moment.
oh, that
Not
would be wisdom.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Wisdom.
Not wisdom.
Or if you want to get creative with some other skills or abilities or something.
I'm trying to think best, but it's the distance, and I don't have. I've got this wick. Ugh. Looking at how the gas lantern mechanism works, is it like some kind of natural gas line running through the ground up into the lantern that is lighting it, or is there some kind of canister next to it that supplies gas to it?
The canister.
That one. Is there what control, is there like a valve on the side of the canister that is like opening, closing it, or anything else like that?
Yeah.
I want to try and use the wick and just like shove it up and open the canister open further, like crank it open.
Oh.
And preferably do something like sleight of hand to do that. Like, eh.
Essentially,
like finagle it from where I'm at.
just giving yourself some more tinder and fire to work with instead of just a little bit. Yeah. I imagine Portia, you're like, no, that's gonna make the gas run out faster. I'm gonna have to replace. I'm on a strict schedule of replacing the canister.
That's exactly what I do.
Yes, go ahead and make
I'm
a.
like-
No, you can't do that. Make a sleight of hand roll to see, essentially finagling with the pole to undo the latch a little bit longer.
That is a 15.
That.
Yeah.
And then hold up flaming wick, and it immediately fills up the little glass. But it calms down a little bit. But it's definitely a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter than all the others.
That's fine.
So with those lamps lit, Portia, you know that there's still several more within the shadows that will need to be lit. And Aminah, you have control. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because
well, I was just gonna say they will light up the monsters, but that's all I was about to say. I was just narrating before you narrated. I was backseat DMing.
Aminah, you have control over the drift globe. If you want to move it further, we'll assume it's kind of like. Can I make a little thing? I think I have a fire token still from whenever we were doing the Birdsong Estate. That'll be the drift globe.
Nice.
We'll assume it was near you whenever your mage hand picked it up, so you can move it however far you can move your mage hand.
It's Billy Crystal from House Moving Castle.
Yes. How far can my mage hand?
I always forget that
Look
that
it
was
up.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah. There was a lot of shocking
I don't remember
voice
the actual
casting. in there.
character's name. I just remember it's Billy Crystal.
Calcifer.
Calcifer. There were a lot of big names in that movie.
Cool.
There were.
Yeah, all right. So basically, I'm assuming that the lamps are further like this way down the street, yeah?
Yeah.
So really all I want to do is just sort of move myself and the drift globe moving along with me. So I guess, how much is 30 feet? That's about where you guys are. So I'm gonna, how do I move myself? Select tool. Yeah, nope. Wait, can I move myself?
You should be
A
able to.
little hand print.
There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of just mosey on over here and like take the drift globe like about where. Oh no, what did I do? Did I make it go away?
Delete.
Oh, I'm
Did you move
sorry.
it into like a shadow part area so you can't get it back?
Oh no.
don't
That's
know,
what
did you?
happens in roll 20.
I don't see it anywhere. How'd you do that?
I think
disappeared.
you
I
touched
don't know what I
it
did.
and deleted it from existence.
I'm sorry. I don't
You
know.
put out the drift globe.
Oh God.
Oh no, that's the something happens.
The drift globe
Oh,
just
fuck.
disappears.
Oh, Jesus.
I guess I'll die.
There was another one.
Yay. Okay. Whew. All right. Yes. I'm just gonna move myself and the drift globe because that's basically my movement speed and the speed of my mage hand.
Awesome.
So-
And then I will do a little bit of revealing here, because Rachel, you still have to go, right? You
Yes.
still have your turn. Awesome.
Yes.
So that's it's 60 feet. So let me do. I think it's honestly about the rest of this street view, but let me double check. Oh, not quite. It's almost the end of the street view. In there. We'll do about that.
Is there like a... Oh, that's probably just like a curb lining the edges of the street. Not like a wall.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So now onto Aminah, if you want to take like a full turn of lighting something, and then also Portia, whatever.
So okay.
And
let's see.
also as a note, you just hear all sorts of hissing and a bubbling because as the light moves forward, you see those horrible shadow creatures you've seen before, but immediately sort of vaporize and reel back into the shadow. And every step you take, every move you make, they hiss and bubble
They be
and
watching.
disappear.
Wow, that's great. Well, you said there's what 60 feet of bright light in front of the drift globe. Okay. Well, then I'm definitely going to be able to see whatever's there, especially because I have done dark vision. So there's like not like in the radius of the drift globe's light. There's nothing, right?
No,
Like,
it seems that the light's pushing everything back.
hmm.
Or at least the shadow creatures. You also don't see any fish folk either. You're not sure if you're too far away from the water at this point, or if they're also hiding.
Well, since I have control of the drift globe, what I'm gonna do is just mosey it on over another 30 feet or so that we're a little closer to the light. So that's about here.
Rad.
I would like to move.
I would like to.
Wait, is it, are you? Can I go?
Yeah.
Is that mine? Okay. I'm gonna just I'm gonna snatch the wick out of Kieran's hands. Without a word, I will snatch it from him and light it on my way over here. And I will go over here and light this lamp.
Heck yes.
And I'll yell, "Stay back, bitches!" You... I don't know.
Avast,
I'll
bitches.
curse in Orcish. And y'all don't really know who I'm talking to, but Meta, I'm talking to the monsters.
Do I stay back? I don't know.
Amina's gonna be like, "Don't worry, we swear at the ocean too."
Oh,
It's
man.
very cathartic.
Oh, jeez.
This will be fun. Portia, if you'll make a charisma intimidation check.
Oh, I thought, okay.
A
Intimidation?
charisma save. Why?
Charisma check to light the lamp.
Yo, lamp. You want to be lit.
Yo, this lamp is on fire.
If I hype the lamp up, will it light itself?
I got an 8. These dice are poopy. Poopy butthole dice.
So what I did.
Curse you, Vox Machina dice.
One of the check I just pulled on was the charisma to bolster allies and rally Portia. So you're saying, "Get back, bitches," and like yelling and sort of bolstering up your allies a bit by cursing at the shadows. Unfortunately, the wind and rain drowns out your cursing a bit and prevents you from lighting that lamp.
Amina's like, "What?
What?
What'd you say? I didn't hear you."
What are they selling?
Alrighty, so who is up next?
Wait, can I light the lamp?
It does not light of the wind and rain
okay,
that
I
blows
don't get
through.
to-
No.
Okay. All right.
Can I kind of just trying to keep in pace, come up a little further, and use my this is to be a little bit of rule bending, but could I use a superiority die and use Commander Strike to allow Portia to make another attempt at at lighting it?
Definitely. And what does that look like when you do that?
I don't want to. I'm gonna like run up next to her and just
Them?
kind of like or them. Sorry, and just say, "What do I need to do to help? How can I help you in this moment?" And try and like help steady the wick and just trying to work in tandem to get another chance at lighting it.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, you can make one more check, Portia. Whichever ability you'd like. If you want to use strength, you can use strength. And they get to add a superiority die, Bradley?
Sure.
Is that what Commander Strike? Or is it just an extra?
Adding the superiority die to the attack damage roll.
So go ahead and roll a superiority die, and we'll say, well, you can add that to your strength check.
That's a 7.
Ooh!
Okay. Please roll. Wait, which one is this? Is this the critical roll one or the?
Yeah, throw that crap out.
Well, I can't. I think I've been rolling the Vox Machina one, not the critical roll one.
+7 plus
I
your
rolled
strength.
I rolled a 2. +7 is 9. Can it be acrobatics and not just strength?
You mean athletics?
I mean athletics.
I'll allow it.
Because that adds another 9.
Whoa.
So it's
Instead of
18
just
then.
That's a big old difference.
Oh man.
So that's 18.
All that varsity football training coming in handy. Driftchapel.
So
What
you're
would
like-
Driftchapel's football team be?
I think it was more of a
The swimming
water polo.
squids.
Water polo team.
You're like helping me steady the wick, but
Yes.
it's mostly like me, and you're just like
Yeah.
just
I'm
to the left
support.
a little. Yeah.
I'm the kid holding the flashlight for the dad who's grumbling under the car.
Door bitches.
Dwarf.
Oh my god.
Awesome. Okay, and
Was it light? I assume?
it does light.
Yes. Oh,
it does
God.
light.
Awesome.
Now
Oh! I yell.
at this point there is enough light being cast around where it's sort of the hissing and the burbling of all those shadow creatures that you've been hearing starts to fade away. You've sort of outdone their assault and they're starting to retreat. But now that the hissing and the bubbling has faded, you all hear, not just Portia, heavy which Sludig rings a bell.
Yeah.
Sludig, is there anything you'd like to do? Because we're still going to kind of move in this amorphous order until you decide to do something else.
So Sludig calls out before he acts. The creature with the anchor, it's coming. We must do this quickly, unless we want to face it here. And then rushes forward.
Yeah.
And as he says that,
Oh.
Portia, you know what he's talking about, because at this time of night, for the past 2 weeks, on each the same day, a large diving suit thing. First, you thought it was a person, large person in a diving suit wielding a massive anchor, has walked into town and taken people, killed people who fought back, almost like clockwork each week. You've never really gotten too up close to it, but you've seen it, definitely seen it.
Do I know if it keeps away from the light?
It doesn't seem too
Wink, wink.
affected by the light. And that's one of the things that has caught your attention. Unlike everything else, it hides. But it's almost as if because it is in armor, it almost seems to help it. Whereas all the
light
others...
helps it? Or the
No,
armor
the
helps
armor
it?
helps it.
Okay.
Because all the others are like, deep sea fish creatures or shadow creatures,
Yeah.
but this is an armored thing.
Okay.
But, Sludig, you're good.
So, timing the pulses of the rain with the wind and everything, Sludig uses his knowledge of spending years in the Gloam, just out and about. Fire was a necessity. His survival instincts kicks in, and he wants to use survival to try and light this lamp as he pulls himself
Ooh.
up.
Yeah. You all know, those sweet camping tricks to like keep a fire going and like turn away
I
from
got a
the
little
wind.
char cloth in my
Yeah,
pocket.
You know exactly. You know all the tricks.
Mhm.
So go ahead. Yeah, make a survival check. I like it.
15?
It lights up,
Thank God.
and at this point, at the edge of the drift globe's light, stepping out from the shadows is a large, sort of rusted, algae-covered metal leg.
What the fuck? That's its leg?
That's not the worm.
And at
Can it go back?
And at this point, you see it kind of heave a little bit as it steps into the light. And Sludig, just like you've seen it do before, it immediately gets low to start charging. Now, before we roll initiative, we'll take a little quick toilet cat break. Get some toilet cats in the chat. Get some refills. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Get some oh no's and
Sir,
toilet
sir,
cats.
sir.
No, 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 no.
Yikes.
Oh, man.
Round 2. Sludig didn't hear no bell.
Except we have not had a long rest yet. Or
We have not. I got all my key points though.
Yeah, I got my freaking superiority die back.
Oof.
Woo! All right, so we'll keep here talking. All right, so we'll take a little break and we'll be right back to play some Bioshock. Okay, I need you guys to roll initiative. Just jumping right in. No little intro, no nothing. Ooh. They actually, I got some artwork I can show here in a second. It's yeah, I love the artwork in this book. So inky and freaky. Oh no. One moment. Let me fix. Nope, I know what it is.
Beep,
Ah.
beep, beep, beep.
That should be fixed now.
That should
Now
be
can you
fixed
hear me now?
Should be
Let
fixed
us
now.
know in
You
the
should be
comments
fixed.
below.
Please do.
Like and subscribe.
I've been looking at my
Smash that
analytics
like
and I see that
button.
65% of you are not subscribed to my channel. It would really help out, guys, if you would just kind of hop on over, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to make sure you get notified every time I upload a video.
Yes.
We are good. Yeah,
Do you,
Logan,
do you watch
remind
YouTube,
me
Bradley?
why I decided to fight that thing by myself.
Holy
I
shit.
mean, I made the right decision to run, but
He
That's
big
a
every
boy.
time I see that art,
He big.
I realize how much of a mistake
Big
that was.
chongus.
Popcorn versus snacking seeds debate.
I
What
don't
is
know what a
snacking
snacking
seeds?
Oh, like
Are those
sunflower
like
seeds, I guess?
sunflower seeds? Popcorn.
Or peanuts? Well, no,
Well,
peanuts aren't. No. I consider sunflower
I'm a
seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
25-year-old with an old person's chronic
Pumpkin
illness,
seeds.
so I can't eat either of those. But
Oh,
popcorn
yeah.
is better. in my
why
opinion.
can't you eat seeds?
Flax.
I have chronic diverticulitis when I have like whole grains, plants with extreme like fibery
That's so
shells and
sad.
stuff. It is because like a lot of the food that's really really healthy and good for you can't eat. So I have to
Wow.
like just not eat a lot because I gain like
And
so
you have
much weight.
chickpeas?
I can have them if they're like ground up into hummus, but like chickpeas by themselves, I can't.
Like roasted chickpeas. Wow. That's so sad. They're so good. Damn.
Yeah, they are.
Can't have peppers, can't have spicy food in general. It sucks.
No
And Logan can
peppers?
attest. Like, I love spicy food.
But it ruins you.
Yeah, and it's like an $800 CT scan every time where they pump me full of iodine. So after 3 in 1 year, I'm like, I don't want
I'm
cancer.
good.
I'll just change my diet. Pro to that, I lost like 50 pounds.
Energy supply, so I don't have to be tired in the morning when I go to school. Sorry, I'm answering Nobishueve's
Oh.
comment.
Yeah, energy supply all the way.
Bionic arms would be dope.
It
But-
would be.
Energy supply
Energy.
all the way.
I think the
Energy
only time I would want bionic arms or legs is if like my job pertained to them. Like if
No,
I was a professional musician, I might want bionic arms.
That would be cool.
But then people would probably
Get
call
the
me fake.
Futurama devil's hands for your like
Oh, yeah.
telephone. No, but Nobushi Nueve in the current moment, bionic legs.
Oh yeah.
Get it? Because his
Played
ankles
ball
are
with the ice. I'm gonna milk that joke as many times as possible.
Please do.
Gross.
Yikes.
All right, Portia, you are up first as you see
Oh,
this
shit.
large diving suit get ready to
Oh,
charge
God.
in y'all's direction.
He's scary. I don't like. I'm gonna come around on this side of the lamp and run over there to light the lamp.
Oh, to light the lamp.
Oh well, it doesn't do anything to him.
Unless we get that
Can
armor.
I? How far is he? Can I? Does he have like a? I mean, I see these little like things on his face. Are they like little windows?
Basically.
Here's what I would like to do. I would like to climb to the top of this pole, top of the lamp, and then light the wick and like hold it out over his eye holes. Try to get it in there. In the slits. Light it up.
I'm about it. Hell yes.
That's what I would like to do.
I
For my
love the
go for it.
idea, but even with that, because the wick pole is only about 5 feet long, so even if you hold it out, you're still a little too
I thought it
far
was
away.
10.
The lamp post is about 10 feet, but the actual pole is only about 5 feet.
Oh, I thought the thing was 10 feet.
Mm-mm.
Does it give me a reach of 10 feet? Is that what it is?
Basically.
Reach. I don't know what reach means.
It extends your melee range by 5 feet,
So that would make my melee range 10 feet.
10 feet.
Okay, that's where I got that from. Dang it! Hoopy!
So he would be just
Can
a little out of
I-
range.
Climb up this light pole, light the lamp, and stay at the top of the pole.
Sure.
I would like to do that.
So you made... I think the last thing... Use survival. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Hell yeah. Brother. Natural 13 plus 9, 22.
It's lit.
Itch. What is the cars thing? Why don't cars have, or why do race cars
race
not
car-
have
yeah.
headlights?
Because the
'Cause
track
the
is
track
always
is
Track is
lit.
lit.
Ka-chow.
That makes me cry every time. Oh my god, it's so good.
These cars don't need headlights. Did anyone else
Race car-
forget that Owen Wilson was Lightning
I
McQueen?
didn't realize that until
Really?
we heard
Oh,
it
dang.
Yeah,
on
I
a
always
podcast the other day.
Look,
And I was like, oh shit, that was Owen Wilson.
Because it sounds just enough like Owen Wilson to be Owen Wilson, but without his face there,
It's
he's
a little-
kind
yeah.
of an amorphous
without, like,
voice.
He doesn't say like, wow. Very
He
often.
does say
Or like,
ka-chow.
oh. Yeah, he says ka-chow, that's true. Ka-chow. So I
Killed
light the
Logan,
lamp
my
and I
bad.
say ka-chow.
You call the lamp say ka-chow.
with a little
Yeah.
rusties and an insane
I-
amount of luck, you too can look like me. Ka-chow. I can hear it now.
Oh, golly.
Oh, I want to watch Cars after this.
And that's my my turn.
That's your turn. I love it. I love it. Yeah, come to my Owen Wilson live streams where we just do Owen Wilson impersonations. Fuck, whose turn? Oh, it's his turn.
Oh shit. I didn't know
Wow.
he was right after me.
Yeah, he's
Please don't
gonna
kill me.
take the easy target. First, he is going to run, sacrificing one of his attacks to just completely cleave through the lamp, knocking the light out.
Oh shit. I'm
Take-
on that.
And he is going to grab you. Well, he's going to attack you.
Wait, do I like fall or does he Is this
Catch
midair
you.
happening right now?
Basically kind of mid-air. He's like, well, actually, we'll say he swings his
Catch
anchor
you.
around once to break a sort of like slicing back and forth like Fruit Ninja. He's going to slice, bash through with the anchor, and then swing backhand as you come tumbling down.
Fuck
That's
me.
pretty fucking cool, but also horrible for you.
Yeah.
At
But,
21
like visually,
to
that's
hit.
cool.
Does a 21 hit? Yes.
That's going to be 24 points of damage.
Yikes.
Drew gave the...
Am I resistant to anything? Probably not. I don't think I am.
And as part of that, he is going to, as he swings backhand, it's going to be... He has... Maybe not experience, because he's a eldritch horrible being. He has been made to capture people.
Oh,
and so
no.
as he swings with his anchor, you sort of get caught in it. Like it wraps around you. And when he does that, he is going to essentially just swing it back and grab you underneath. Like, underneath his arm.
Okay.
So he's doing like all these crazy maneuvers with his anchor. And then pulls you into his grasp, grappling you.
Okay.
That will now take it to Aminah.
Okay. I have two questions here. One, do I recognize the aura, the essence of like what is potentially inside this creature as something that's, you know, maybe familiar, like, I don't know, the creatures of darkness that we fought at the Birdsong Estate?
You would be a little too far away, so if you want to move forward, you can probably glean that.
Oh, I'm going to be moving forward regardless, so
Okay.
let's
Go ahead and move yourself, and
that.
that we can get a nice, decent view. Because even though you do have a lot of bright light, it's still raining. And yes, for everyone, now that you were that close, you can see that even though he is very well armored, this big old diving suit from head to toe, you can see at a couple joints where some of the sort of not necessarily metallic pieces, more like leather pieces, have been molded through, eaten away, or broken. And also in those slits up here where were once glass, now shattered, you can see just inside these tendrils of black gloaminess running through it like a muscular system.
I thought so. Okay. So then, I moved, and so let's see. Here's what I want to try and do. I would like to, first of all, I'm going to cast. Well, hang on. I wonder if I can cast this on my. Can I cast Truth Strike on myself?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast True Strike on myself, and then I would like to take my crossbow and aim it for a joint of somewhere like around the elbow or the knee or something that has like a little, like I can see is not armor.
Yeah.
Like something that's more like delicate cloth or leather. And I want to aim for it and try and puncture a hole there.
Sounds good. Are you able to make... I don't think so. I don't think arcane tricksters get that feature. So I think the attack will have to wait until your next turn. Unless you have something that allows you to shoot as a bonus action. I don't think
Crossbow
tricksters get that.
expert?
Yeah, but I think you have
mean-
to attack with them.
Yeah.
You have to use your action to attack. I don't know. There's I get all those mixed up.
And if you had been able to stay in place, you could have aimed. It's like a Tasha's bonus action for rogues, but you had to run. So
Well, no, I only moved. I didn't run because my movement speed is 30.
in
So
order
if
to aim, you have to move 0 feet on your turn, though.
Right. Well, poopy. Okay. Well, then I guess I know what I'm doing on my next turn. But in the meantime, I have cast True Strike on myself, and I'm preparing to
Aiming
fire.
for those joints, yes. Excuse me. Now take it down to Kieran.
Come on
Okay.
down.
Come on down.
So this thing currently has Portia like football carried.
Basically, yeah.
Well, I guess I could make a Hail Mary. I will pull out.
Early.
Literally
Not,
first
I'm
round
not
of
gonna
combat.
shoot you or anything. It was more of a football.
Well, you just gotta
effort.
put her out of her misery. Better than getting kidnapped.
Sorry. I'm gonna pull out the rifle and level it out at like the shoulder of the arm that is carrying Portia, and I would like to make a disarming attack and attempt to let them drop Portia.
Yeah, I like that.
So that is a 21 to hit.
That misses.
Don't you say that it. Oh my fucking god! I can't believe. Fuck this noise.
Does it expend the superiority die even if I miss? I think it does.
got
What
you,
is the wording of it? Is it like when it hits or?
I don't remember.
Drew is coming through the screen to help you.
I'm trying. I've never used tings before. How do I actually send them?
Oh!
What's happening?
Are you gonna try and inspire him?
Yes.
Oh, I have a point of
He's
inspiration.
gonna pop his ting cherry. Inspired.
I've been inspired. I guess I'll roll again. That rule
That really
clarification will be
counts.
saved for another time.
Out.
Gross.
This one I think should hit. That is a 29 to hit.
Miss.
That missed. No.
Goodbye.
Just kidding. No, that's gonna hit.
Okay.
So the AC is
Portia,
somewhere
as a
between
fish
22
person.
and 29.
In 29. And just to re-clarify, I have an ally within 5 feet of that creature, yes?
Yes,
being
and she said,
Portia.
they are technically
not
not
friends.
incapacitated.
You are harrying the creature,
And they're technically
harrying
not
them.
incapacitated, so yeah.
so I will benefit from sneak attack on this.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and I have to roll the superiority die. This is a good roll. Oh my gosh. That is 33 points of piercing damage. Got a 12 on my d12, a 6, a 4, and a 7.
Damn.
Good
Amazing.
work.
It's sort of squirming as Portia's wiggling around under its arm, and so you don't get it right in the joint of like where the oozy bits are, but it pierces straight through the actual metal plate of the arm. And Portia, you hear it impact, and then hear it bounce around inside of the metal of the arm as it like pierces the goo within,
Ting, ting, ting,
and
ting,
just
ting, tang, tang, tang.
tang, 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 and then eventually gets eaten away by the goo. Oh boy.
And I
Holy
need the
shit.
creature to make a strength saving throw.
Wow.
Which this was the
Yikes.
Hail Mary part. I don't think this is the part that's going to succeed.
That is a
I'm sure the-
27. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, hell of
Um,
damage.
Do I? Oh man. Do I blow all my superiority die one round? Not all of them, but a fair portion of them. So, Portia's speed is currently 0 because they are grappled. Yes.
Correct.
Mhm.
So, if I try maneuvering attack, move up to half its speed is 0, so it can't. They can't
Correct.
move regardless. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna take another shot at it. So take the first shot, grab the big lever, reel it back, pop it back in, and then second shot. I'm not inspired. That is a 26 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Cool. that range is decreasing where we
That's
can find
awesome.
out its armor class.
Yeah, and Portia, you hear that gunshot and you're like, okay, it's going to take him a million more years to fire again. And then within seconds, second shot goes off. Unbelievably
shit.
fast.
Damn.
This one's not nearly as good. That is 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. That one just
And
hits the metal armor.
Hate that.
do I want to do that? I think I might. I am going to use my movement to come over here, and I would like to hide as a bonus action.
Ooh, interesting. Go for it. Make a stealth roll for me.
Wow, not good. That is a 20.
Not good.
No, I'm sorry.
20.
That is an 18.
Okay, good to know. Okay.
Doing a lot of stuff.
Now take it down to Sludig. I was gonna say I would like to rage, but you're out of rages, aren't you?
I'm out of rages.
I'm out of ranges.
I can't get angry. There's only fear.
I'm so tired.
There is no anger, only fear.
So Sludig, seeing Portia get snatched by this creature, rushes forward. The shot comes through. I feel as though kind of knocks him back a little bit. The last couple feet, Sludig jumps up and tries to just like double him, bring his fist down onto the top of the helmet to attack, recklessly attacking.
He's the
Okay,
Yeah,
recklessly
that
attack.
would
from
be
the
very
top
reckless.
rope, brings down the haymaker.
28.
28. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yes. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw as I try to stunning strike you
Stunning strike you.
for 7 points of damage.
7.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, that unlocked like a very deep memory.
That is a 21 on the con save.
You save.
Conk.
I'm going to then use my bonus action to attempt to grapple this creature using my Tavern Brawler feature.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Gonna grapple the thing grappling.
Correct.
Grappleception.
I got a 31.
What a coinkydink. I got a 13.
I was about to be like, no fucking way, dude.
Yeah, with a
and
13. How do you grapple? What is your...
So now
Just
that
hold
I've
his
gone
hand?
through this, I'm down low, and then I go in for like a single leg.
Oh, yeah.
Take
Just
down.
one leg.
Lift it up, hopefully put it on its back next turn.
Oh.
I still have another attack for my extra attack, and I'm going to make that now.
Okay.
I have advantage since I reckless attack before. 19 on the die is 29.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That is much better. 11 points of damage.
And you notice that with your past 2 strikes, you're sort of getting used to this armored form after you've engaged with it once, and now you're spotting some of its weaknesses. And your past 2 strikes, as you punch and kick, you feel yourself breaking through some of the thinner pieces of metal or pieces of leather that are still in place. And when you pull your fist out, it's covered in sort of Gloam sludge. So you're managing to kind of break through with those past few strikes. Okay, I'll take it back up to the top with Portia.
Okay. Can I... Is my lick still lit?
Your wick
My lick?
still...
My wick?
Wick still
My
lit?
wick? Wow. What?
I'll say no because of the rain. It doesn't stay lit for very long.
Can I reach my oil?
Sure.
I would like to douse it in oil.
Fuck yes.
Just like I'm like sideways because it's got me grappled, so I'll just like and then just like drizzle it all over its legs. And also, unfortunately, Sludig. I almost said Kieran. Because Sludig is, I assume,
Really
like,
slush it back there.
Yeah. Is there a problem?
Oh, I'm just reading splashing oil on other creatures. As an
That's a
action, you can
rule?
splash it. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
In the oil flask description.
They thought of everything.
Okay. So this will be
Is
a...
that like an action?
It is an action.
Okay.
What is your... are you a strength or a dex person?
Strength.
Go ahead... and make a strength check at disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm bending some rules here.
So bad. Worse. Can I use a point of inspiration to re-roll?
You sure can.
Does that mean I re-roll with disadvantage, or I just roll one more time?
I think it just means you roll one more time. We'll do that.
Okay.
Tired of looking up rules. Fuck the rules.
Oh. Strength?
Yeah.
Dirty 20. Do I add proficiency?
Are you proficient in improvised weapons?
No. No. Do they count as simple weapons? I'm proficient in those.
No.
I don't think I'm proficient in improvised weapons.
I think the only way you can get that is with Tavern Brawler. There might be one or two other ways, but I don't
Yeah,
know
like
them off the
Drunken
top of
Master
my head.
Monk and a couple other
Yeah.
Maybe,
things
yeah.
get it.
I'm not those.
So you
no
aren't
proficiency.
able to get enough force for it to smash and break and spill out onto the big suit of armor. But it crashes, the flask of oil crashes to the ground and spills out onto the ground beneath it, creating a puddle of oil just beneath him.
Okay.
Still good.
I mean, I wasn't trying to smash it, but yes. But I guess if I'm using strength, that's kind of what I'm having to do. Okay. So there's oil on the floor.
Mhm.
Is there any way I can light the oil? Like bonus
I'm
action?
gonna say you are a lamplighter. That is your specialty.
Can I use...
I was gonna say, since you have like a tinderbox and stuff, you can use your bonus action. Normally you'd be your action, but I'll let you use your bonus action if you succeed on a DC 10 dexterity check.
What? Okay.
Because you are in the arms of a massive eldritch
In
suit
the
of
arms
armor.
of an angel.
Here you get 4 people singing in the arms of an angel.
Okay, dex check.
Dex check.
Just dex.
Just dex.
Natural 20. Natural fucking 20 plus 1.
Plus one.
21.
Can I
Like
be like,
that.
Sludig, look out! Or something. Stop picking at your lip.
Sorry. It actually only covers a 5-foot square.
Isn't he grappling it though?
Yeah, but the creature
Yeah.
is 10 feet by 10 feet.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Big enough.
Damn. I'll do the wherever the puddle landed, I guess.
You know what?
Hopefully not under Sludig.
Since Sludig is kind of grappling the creature, he
Yeah,
has a little
I'm
more.
at its feet.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit more mobility. I'll let you decide, Sludig. Do you want to be positioned over the fire, and you get essentially stuck on a puddle of flaming oil, or have Portia be the victim of the fire?
I was planning on lighting myself on fire next turn anyway. So
Great minds
You
think
see, but that's
alike.
fire you control. This is just fire.
I figured if I light myself on fire, the magic fire is gonna light the oil under my feet too. So I might as well.
So you were planning on already being on
yeah,
fire a
so
little bit.
If it happens, it happens.
Okay, okay.
I'm here for it.
Okay. So, with that, Sludig, as the oil ignites and erupts and starts licking around the diver's legs, if lit the oil burns for 2 rounds, deals 5 fire damage and increases. So Sludig, you take 5 points of fire damage, and so does he.
Screech. Okay, good. Does he drop me?
He does not drop you.
What?
He's got a victim. Anything else? That was basically everything.
Yeah, I don't think
You
I
don't wanna
have.
remove it?
And my extra attack's only if I attack. I can do an extra attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
He is going to turn to Sludig, and he gonna push him. So Sludig, if you will make an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm gonna make an acrobatics because I want to lose. No.
I want to lose.
21.
Let me double check. Come on, Big Daddy.
Wink, wink.
22.
Ouch.
He is going to shove you. Does he want to get away, or is he? Let me just roll a d20 and find out. Hey Drew, high or low?
Low.
Oh no.
It's in your favor, so he's going to shove you away 5 feet, pushing free from his grapple.
Hello?
I'm thinking.
I think there's gears.
Okay.
There's gears turning.
I had my noise canceling headphones on, so it was just like total silence for like a full 5 seconds, and I was like, "Are we still live? What's that?"
Oh, man. He moves at half speed because you're not small enough.
Haha, bitch. You thick.
Alright, then I'm gonna do the mean thing.
No, I'm small.
Did you say mean or meme?
Mean
I'm-
thing.
Oh,
I think you should do the meme thing.
The mean
did.
thing?
Yeah, just
I don't know
dab
what
with
that
him
is,
in
but
its
do it.
arms.
yeah.
Squish. Oh no.
Do it for the meme. For the vine.
Oh man, I'll do the mean thing. I take back what I said. He's gonna knock you prone, Sludig. And he's gonna take his second attack.
Auto
And
crit, right?
Smush him.
No, he's
Or
got
wait,
He
advantage.
does have advantage.
He does have advantage,
Yeah.
and you reckless
Oh.
attack, so we would have had advantage
He
anyway.
had advantage anyway, but so.
He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna make it look
Shove.
bad.
Yeah,
Make
he
you look
did.
bad.
He did.
Basically.
Now all of his Gloam shadow buddies are gonna laugh at you.
I know. Even the one that scarred my arm.
So that is 20 points of damage, Drew.
Ouch.
Ouch. Why is Sludig Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I tried to copy the voice of one of my favorite characters in the audiobook for the Dragonbone Chair. His name's
Dragonbone
also
Chair.
Sludig. Very good book. Tad Williams, recommend it to everybody. It's a little slow to start, but the way they set up the world, you never have to think about like any of the setting ever again because it's so full and detailed. But
Nice.
not D&D, so sorry.
Nice.
But yeah, the accent just ended up being like, get to the chopper.
That got me. And because of that, he is going to do the same. Well, it's already kind of replicated. But because he slammed his anchor down on you, he sort of he can't really grapple you because you're grappling him. You're both grappled, He drops his anchor onto you and holds you prone.
You're holding hands.
Yeah, you're holding his leg. He has his anchor on you. Has Portia in there, and you're both standing in fire. So he takes another 5 points of damage.
Shoo-wee.
Shooey, that's a lot. That'll now take it to Aminah.
We're halfway through the round, guys.
Aiming your shot.
Okay. Question.
Oh, yeah.
Do either Portia or Sludig have at least one arm free? Or are both each
They
of their
have arms free, yeah.
I think I have both my arms. Well,
Yeah.
Sludig is grappling.
Oh, that's right.
I think I have both my arms
Yeah.
free because I just poured oil on him.
Okay. Let's see. How far? Oop. Where's the thing? Poop. Okay, that is too far away. Huh. Well, seeing as how so many of you are in such close proximity, what I was originally planning to do is probably not a good idea because I don't want to shoot a friend of mine.
Wait. I'll catch it. It's okay.
So,
Same.
okay. All right, hang on. Let me. Okay. I want to see if I can flavor this a little bit. So, what I want to try and do, and this more or less kind of happens within the same span of time, but what I want to do is I want to move forward. Is this 30 feet? Yeah, it's about 30 feet. Right about here. And as I'm doing that, I'm also going to take the mage hand, which is, of course, still has the drift globe. And I'm going to move it basically as if I were like throwing something with my actual arm and just let it whoosh forward. And but because it like has only a distance of 30 feet, it's going to vanish as soon as 30 feet happens. And I just yell at Portia, catch, and throw this.
That's so interesting of like letting it
Fastball
disappear so
special.
it keeps that momentum. That is,
Hell yeah.
that's crazy.
I will
So-
absolutely catch that shit.
Oh man, Portia.
So, whoosh. And
I'm good at catching shit.
Yeah, that water polo training.
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna yell, catch! I think it's weak to it, or some like, I think you need to shine light inside of it.
Yeah. Hell
So
yeah,
make
brother.
an athletic check, Portia.
Ha! 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo!
So now, Portia, you have the drift globe.
Okay. Does the thing react to the drift globe being so near it? Or am I blind?
It. You have the sun in your hand.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
It definitely reacts and like watches it as it enters your hand. It doesn't necessarily reel back or hiss or anything, but it has its attention on it now.
Do I know what the drift globe is?
It's a big crystal ball of light. At first you were like, oh, that's crazy. Then it flew on its own for a little bit, and then this lady with the magic hand held it, and now just threw it.
How? Okay, wait. It's not my turn.
Anything else, Aminah?
I'm scheming.
Other than I just yell, it's weak to light, shine it on the inside.
Hell yeah, brother.
And
That was my
I was
plan
gonna say,
all
does
along.
controlling your mage hand use a bonus action since you're an arcane trickster?
I don't.
So I think that's mage hand
I
legend
think
domain.
mage hand in general. It's
Yeah.
once it's summoned, it's a bonus action.
So
to
you could
control it.
still take a crossbow, or true strike crossbow shot.
I could.
That you
couldn't
prepped
I?
for the last turn. Yeah.
I
And you
could,
get
couldn't I?
sneak attack.
Get that sneak attack.
You know.
We'll think about
Well, hang on. Nope. Okay. Well, if I have that, then and I have my crossbow prepped and stuff already, I am going to go ahead and take a shot at somewhere that has already had some damage in the joint, and I'm just going to try and make that hole a little bigger.
Yeah. So go ahead and make your attack roll, and you have advantage, so roll twice, take the higher result.
Okay, I forget that's D20.
Yep, and then plus your dex and proficiency, so like plus 1,000,000.
Okay. All right, the highest one of that is going to be a 24.
That's gonna hit.
Fuck yeah.
Go ahead and roll your normal crossbow damage, and then all your sneak attack damage. However many D6s that is.
Oh boy. Okay.
10 bazillion.
All right, so
I'm gonna go run a
here.
toilet cat while.
This sounds gonna take a hot second.
Oh my god.
All right, so first number is gonna be a 7. Extra D6. Oh, and I need to actually look up the table for this. I love being a rogue.
So
God,
many
what do you have,
dice.
5d6 now?
I have to look it up. It's probably like
'Cause it's
a
like
lot.
one every other level.
Being
Is
able
it?
to
Yeah.
Wow.
sneak
1,
attack.
3,
You
5,
don't
7,
get
9.
3 D6 until level 5, and then
Okay, hang on.
I
I'm
think it is
level
after that. Hang on, I had it
10,
open a second
so
ago.
oh boy. Okay.
Yes, dude.
Dude.
2, 3,
What a little, you look at that little,
4, and 5. All right, quickie math here. That's-
You're muted, baby.
All I said was quick maths.
Oh.
So after all of that sneak attack and roll and all that, it's going to come out to 28 points of damage.
Right in the
Yeah.
Hell
joints.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, he is not looking good. In fact, as you rip through some of the metal, or rip through the joint, it seems as though basically severed a limb. And Portia, the crossbow bolt just barely whizzes past you. It just crashes through that joint, and from the elbow down of the metal arm just falls to the ground, and these oozy tendrils like tendons and, muscle tissue just writhe, exposed now, and you fall to the ground right next to your puddle of flaming oil.
Jesus Christ. That's disgusting.
And you see the little metal gauntleted arm that just got severed still twitching and moving like it's trying to grab. Nice one, Aminah. Now it's going to take it down to Kieran. Stealthy boy.
Okay. For now, I will immediately use my movement and break out of stealth to come back into the light. I see its left arm severed. Portia no longer grappled.
Correct.
With the broken lamppost down next to the creature, with them hugging each other on the other side.
Well, actually, Sludig right now is
On the
holding onto
ground,
foot
hugging
and
its leg.
anchor on Sludig's
Yeah.
back, holding him in place.
I'm gonna run over here, and I want to run over to the downed lamppost, and I'm gonna unscrew the canister of gas that was put there on the side. I'm gonna grab it, and I want to thrust this canister into its open arm socket,
Into the writhing.
into the writhing
wriggling-
mass of tentacles.
Okay.
Are you glad you made that split decision, Logan, to make that cannon? The gas canister was right there.
Yep. Love it. That's
Um,
what it's for. Okay,
I
and
will.
then what? So like, what's the goal once you throw it?
Bonus action, disengage away from the creature, and I'm gonna look to Portia, and I will say, "You're the lamplighter, light it up," and I will use Commander's Strike to first of all shoot it in the head, but then let Portia make an attack immediately after.
Oh
my
shit!
attack. So Portia gets an attack right now, and
Right now?
yeah.
Well,
So you watch, you look up Portia at this severed tentacled arm has reached around and grabbed at this canister and is like trying to like suck it in and eat it.
Do I get the sense if I shoot the canister, it would explode, or would that just put a hole in it and let the gas escape?
It would explode.
Like in the real world.
It's video game
Okay.
rules. It'll explode.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Then I'll just shoot
It's
it
also
in the head
bright
'cause I have-
red.
No.
I'll shoot it in the head because I don't want to blow it up yet. I'm gonna let the lamplighter do that because two of
Blow
my
it up.
allies are right there. Roll to hit is a 23.
That hits. So the AC is
Okay.
somewhere between 21 and 23. What could it be?
What could it be?
Well, wait, but 21 missed, so it's 22,
22
or 23.
23. Yeah.
And I do still have allies within 5 feet. Damn, my D6s are treating me well tonight.
hell
I
yeah!
gotta take out to dinner after this.
Make sweet love.
I don't know about that. They're classy.
Sweet love isn't classy.
that is
Okay. Anyway.
that is a 22 points of piercing damage to the creature.
Okay.
And I leave my second attack to Portia.
Stop picking at your lip.
Leave me alone. Let me do it.
Just pick at your
Um,
beard. You have so much. Be the wizard you want to be.
Ponder that.
Rip
Lord.
out all your beard hairs.
That's probably not as good either.
um,
Your
the
command was
drift
light it up.
globe. I'm not like an idiot. I don't think the drift globe is fire.
It is
right?
not hot to the touch. No.
Okay, so it would not light this up.
No.
I don't have any oil.
But you can assume that you can even hear the gas like leaking out.
Plus,
So
there's a puddle
can
of
I-
fire at the.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
also a puddle of
Can
fire,
I
so it's
just,
probably
like-
gonna go up any minute.
Yeah, can my attack be just like hitting it real hard and putting it into the fire that's already there?
The gas canister?
Yeah, like hitting the arm.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay. And just like in like when it like gets knocked back because of the general force of the attack, it gets pushed like across its body into the flaming part.
Sure, make an attack roll.
This is where all my skills come in. I haven't made an attack roll yet.
And what weapon are you using?
I'm using a halberd. Because I'm gonna use my wick.
Ah,
Oh,
Ooh,
not great.
look
Not
at that.
great. It's not gonna be enough.
are you still inspired from earlier, or did you use that?
They are now.
Oh, you've been inspired.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you. Okay.
Those
Do I
tings
have to
come-
take the new roll? I have to take the new roll. Right? I mean, I don't want the old one.
Yeah, I think it's just whichever's
I have
better. Like you just choose.
That is slightly better, but I think still not enough. That is. Let me double check.
New character. Who dis?
I have not played. Yeah. I also get an extra. Wait, no, this isn't on my turn, so I don't
I'm
get an
pretty
extra.
sure it's just a single attack. Let me double check. Yeah, use its reaction to make one weapon attack. Oh, and you get to add my superiority die to the damage if you hit.
Oh, the damage
So you get to
Oh,
add
no.
6.
to the damage,
Yeah,
not
to the damage, not the attack roll. If you
I don't think there is anything I can do to make this attack hit. It's an 18. I rolled a 9.
That's not gonna do it, unfortunately.
Is this an attack action? Does this count as making an attack?
Well, it's
That's a single weapon attack.
not an attack action.
Oh, because I have a thing for Polearm Master. It's when you take the attack action and attack with only your polearm, you can use a bonus action to make a
Yeah.
melee attack
Yeah,
with
that's
the other end.
That's on your
That's a-
turn.
Okay. Never mind.
You go
Sorry,
to
Logan,
swing
I
up.
was right in
yeah.
the back seat with Rachel.
Do what?
I was trying to answer DM questions, and I was
Oh.
It's okay. It's
backseat
okay.
DM.
Oh, you're a backseat DM.
Yeah, you bring out your polearm, give it a good swing, and it scrapes off the metal just before it reaches those weird slimy tendons in the gas canister.
I'll get it next time.
Okay, Kieran, anything else?
I have exhausted all of my resources. I'm done.
Sludig, you are prone, 0 feet of movement.
Is
grappling.
Portia still where they're shown? On the map?
Technically,
did they-
no.
Did they move when they
It
fell?
would be
Yeah,
like
they'd be
made
out.
the attack?
Yeah, they'd be away.
just a little bit over.
Brace yourself, lamplighter, and I use my action to use the command word to light Gasbane.
Oh boy.
What the fuck
Oh,
is
boy.
Gasbane?
My
So-
cloak that I can use to light on fire.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So you watch Portia, you watch, and you're like, wait, what? And Sludig, this big man who is holding on to the foot, laying in a puddle of oil and fire with the gas canister hissing, anchor on his back, holding him in place. He tells you, get the fuck back. And he ducks his head down, and this fur cloak he was wearing just erupts in flames.
Making an Austin face, like
I want to give you the satisfaction of rolling some dice, Drew. Unless you don't care, unless you don't want that satisfaction.
I mean, it
Or
always
doesn't
feels good, but it's up to you.
Can we clip this and take it out of context, please?
Please do. I
it.
give you,
I'm on
I give you my permission to use this against me. I did this to myself.
It's not
Oh,
necessarily...
not that. The clip.
Oh, the clip. So first off, Drew, go ahead and roll 2d6 for me. For the just straight up just Gasbane normal damage.
It's 9 points of damage.
Okay. Now, if I can get... Drew, rules question. Does being prone affect any kind of dex save or anything like that?
I thankfully have the conditions up on Roll20 right now. So, let's see. Prone. A prone creature's movement option is to crawl, unless it stands up. Disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against a creature has disadvantage. Nothing about saves.
You roll out of the way.
Awesome. So if I could get
It's okay, this is about to be hilarious.
Yep,
hopefully.
Portia and Sludig, you both need to make dexterity saving throws. for
Because
me.
of my danger sense, I have advantage.
You knew it was coming.
would this?
That gives me a 16.
Rachel?
I need to roll one as well.
Yes.
Does this count for evasion?
Yes.
Yeah, it would. It
does.
sure would.
So if I save, I take nothing.
So Rachel, if you save, you also take nothing.
It's a dex save.
Yes.
Poopy. 14.
That's gonna save. As
Fuck
you
yeah, dude!
fly back, press yourself up against the wall, Sludig, you just get low.
I bear
get
it.
Low, get low. As the fire just erupts, the gas explodes, and Aminah, Kieran, you watch as the metal helmet just explodes out, bounces and clangs across the road till coming to a stop. A little bit of inky ooze drips out of it. And then all that is left is the puddle of fire fizzles out. The rain starting to put everything out. The wind dissipating everything else. And all that's left is a pile of inky, gloomy goo, bunch of ash, and charred metal plates. And Sludig laying on the ground with his back on fire.
Covered in said ooze.
Yeah, covered in ooze.
Oh golly.
How
Oh,
does
Gross.
looking at my companions in this moment, how does everyone look physically? Is anyone hurt?
I'm okay.
If we
I'm
plan on
fine.
doing anything, like, I've got some wounds, definitely some burns from a couple rounds in the fire, and my back is pretty beat up from the anchor. However, if we're going back to the lighthouse, I should be okay. Sorry, should be.
No, it just gets me.
It doesn't hurt anything. Just one moment, and I'll sling the bag off my shoulder, unclasp it, and I will use of my healer's kit to heal her feet. Where's that at? 1d6 plus 4 plus the creature's maximum number of hit dice or level. So 7 plus 10, because that's our character level. 17 hit points.
I say I was hurt. I was at 87.
Dude, I've got 20 uses of this healer's kit.
Thank you, Kieran. Ow. It's not so bad.
I've rubbed some ointment into your burns.
I go ahead and deactivate Gasbane before he tries to heal my
yeah,
back.
good idea.
Don't need those.
Can I look for the gas canister?
Yeah, it is absolutely obliterated in the ooze.
I need to take this with me for work.
Apologies. It was kind of spur of the moment.
There was a lot of spur of the moment there. It's okay. But I do have to go light this lamp, and I'm gonna go walk.
You go to the last lamp. It hurts.
Are these the only ones that are these like the ones that were out?
Yeah,
that I was trying to light?
there's still some more around town that you'll need to go light, but
Yeah.
you can feel a more calmness setting in. It seems as though the storm is passing.
Okay. Thank you. I wasn't sure. I still am not sure what y'all are about, but I'm grateful that you helped me. Especially because I'd have to beat your ass if you didn't.
Respectable.
Unless my ass got beat first, which it probably would have. I think I have some bruised ribs.
I feel you. I wouldn't want to fight this thing on my own. I tried one time. I ran with my tail between my legs.
You've seen it before?
One time and in a few dreams since, but
Oh.
mainly nightmares. But there was one immediately after the night. I dreamed of it slamming against the walls, but again, hopefully just nightmares.
That's not uncommon. I only wish that I knew where it is taking people.
Running theory is the ocean.
Yeah, no shit, but like where?
That is a wonderful question.
I appreciate your contribution, but where else would it take the people?
Well,
I
I
just
know
wanna
that
find-
there is a series of tunnels throughout this city and outside of the walls. I'm sure it once it's in the ocean, it takes them to one of those.
And also, why?
I mean, have you seen the people who have turned into fish creatures?
I mean, yeah. I just don't get it.
You're more than aware that this place is dangerous. Do you have a secure place to stay?
I assume I have a secure place to stay, right, DM?
More or less, yeah.
More or less, yeah.
I mean, it's out in the town where cultists and monsters might be sometimes.
Yeah, but I gotta go light lamps, so. It's a little ways out, but I have more to do. Night's not over. Anyway, thanks. My name's Portia. If y'all need me, find a lamp. I'll be there.
Right.
If we need Portia, go towards the light. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. It was interesting though, fighting next to you. I would like to have a conversation when I have more time.
Well, we'll be at the lighthouse, the edge of town where you found us.
Figure. Thank you again. And I'll.
And if you need anything else, don't hesitate to call.
You'll know. You'll know. And I leave to go
All right.
light some lamps.
Okay.
Shoo-wee.
I assume the rest of you head back to.
Before we head back,
Oh no.
I would like to. Aminah is going to inspect the corpse of this now fallen foe of ours, and she is going to. I don't know if I necessarily have to make a check or anything on this, but inspect the now like patchwork of charred armor plating and especially the helmet. She's particularly interested in the helmet to see if there are any signs of like glyphs or runes or something inscribed inside or just anything that can like shed some light on how this thing got animated in the first place.
So a couple of things. Checking on these pieces, scraping some of the gunk and ooze and ash off of them. The outside of the plates, look like an old rusted algae-covered diving suit, but the inside are, once you get the ash and soot off, are bright and shiny and carved. All of them are carved on the inside, and it resembles that idol you have of the eyes and tentacles and things. They're not as detailed, but they're they're almost like an echo of that on the imprinted on the inside of the armor.
Interesting.
And as you are picking up the pieces, moving them, looking at them, wiping them off, you hear like a slurping sound. And you glance over your shoulder, and you see one of those black Gloam sea slugs moving, wiggling its way from the puddle that used to be the muscles of the inside of this creature. Except this one is about 3.5 to 4 feet long, and maybe about not a foot, but maybe 8 to 10 inches in diameter, thick at its like thickest. It is huge, and it's like trying to get some kind of grip to start slugging its way away.
Oh god. So after rubbing off the initial shock of seeing that, I signal to everyone, I have a feeling we might be able to figure out where this thing was meant to go. Look, and point at this
Slug.
monstrosity of a slug.
So we follow the slug.
I'm glad we have the likes of you around. My first instinct was to kill the thing, but not doing so immediately may save the lives of others. Smart.
Does can I test the theory? Okay, cool. I'll take that
Put
as a
some,
yes.
put some salt on it.
I the salt all over it. See what happens. I wanna like take a jar, just like scoop it up in the jar and hold it there. Does the creature try and like
It is big.
still?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
big?
yeah,
How
it's like
big
3 or
is
4
it?
feet long.
It is.
Oh, I missed that.
It's a big
Never
old
mind.
boy.
You
It's
got
a
a big
huge
old
one.
jar.
Like,
Can you
oh,
scoop like a little bit of it in there? Like cut off a toe?
just
Never
the
Stick it in
tip?
there?
We can go get a barrel.
Never mind then.
Wait, you want to try just following it?
Oh, but I do wonder too. Seeing that the large one is like starting to slink away, Amina's going to pull out one of the ones, the smaller ones that she does have in a jar, and she's going to compare the two, see if they're both trying to go in the same direction. Do they try to go in the same direction?
Do you take it, like, let it out of the jar to see, or do you just want to kind of see it move in the jar and see?
Move in the jar.
Yeah, it does. Seem to be kind of pressing in the same direction the other one's heading.
Huh.
The big Hero 6.
Will you look at that? My friends, I do believe that we have a means of tracking where these things are going. How did I not think of this earlier?
I mean, we didn't have quite as big of an example to look at before.
So, if we can follow the small ones, we shouldn't let that thing go.
Of course not. What if they make another one of these things?
Cool.
There's
I
only so
shoot
many
it.
lamps.
So comes out and it
That's
sort of just
everywhere.
yeah, and it sort of just liquefies into the rest of the mud and gloomy goop around it. And yeah, learned something new. So, anything else before heading back to the lighthouse?
I'm all good.
Okay. Wow, I didn't expect the lamp lighting to be that intense. 3 hours in. So we'll do downtime next time.
Hey, this is a downtime session, mini boss.
Yeah. Well, I was
We'll get
thinking,
all of
like,
this
you know,
eventually.
I was like, a little skill challenge. You know, the creatures are designed to have low hit points but do a lot of damage. I was like, it'll be fine. We'll knock it out. Nope, not the case.
But we killed Big Daddy.
Killed the Big Daddy. So, with that, we will be picking up again in about 2 weeks, theoretically. Again, patience is appreciated as life might change a little bit over the
I don't
next
know if
couple weeks.
you.
I don't think we're gonna be doing things in 2 weeks. Are you aware of your plans on the 18th through the 20th?
Oh, that's right. That's the 18th. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that was
I
2
keep
weeks from
asking
now.
him about that. I'm like, "Are y'all doing something?" He's like, "I don't know."
The answer is yes, but I didn't know if that was a surprise or not. I don't know how that would be.
He
But-
knows it's the same weekend.
Yeah, and my mom sent me an email a while back that was like, hey, here's the place. But I haven't gotten any details about anything.
Yeah, I asked her for the address, and when I looked it up, it was a gun range. I know
Hell
that's not
Yo!
it.
That's,
I know
What
that's
the
not
fuck?
it.
What the fuck, Terry?
all bride side. They're all gonna sleep at this nice cabin. Guys, you're gonna go sleep on a gun range.
That's. I feel like that's most weddings we see in the South.
I know. So
So
maybe not in 2 weeks.
maybe not in 2 weeks. We may do a recorded thing just to be safe, so that way we're not, not playing for a month. But for the time being, thank you everyone who came and hung out. Thank you, Justin, for hanging out and cheering some bits. Thank you, Nobushi Noebe.
Thank you.
For hanging
Thank you
out.
for the inspiration that saved my life.
Honestly, yeah. And he didn't do it.
Wait.
Something happens. That was nice.
Did it save my life? I don't think I failed. I think I rolled and then I didn't fail. Otherwise, something would have happened.
Woo.
Oh
Another one shows up.
my god.
Salute
Two of them.
Foxway.
But thank you everyone for hanging out.
Yeah, Bradley did save me.
You can find all sorts of stuff on my YouTube and on my Patreon. And I should hopefully be having some Call of Cthulhu games going up soon. Again, life,
Oh yeah, brother.
life events.
If you like this, you like Call of Cthulhu.
That's definitely
That's
true.
true.
Definitely
Yeah,
true.
Same brand of horror, which with much weaker PCs.
Much higher chance of death. Permadeath.
Yeah.
I love death.
Yeah.
Much more creativity involved. Because you're not strong, you don't have magic.
Yeah, if,
You're
if
just
we had
a
blown up
normal
that
guy.
gas canister over my back in Call of
You'd have died.
Cthulhu, I wouldn't have a back.
Yeah.
Yep. You
I
would be.
can't fix that.
You would just
The
be a
back of
memory of an
Sludic's rib cage
investigator.
is gone.
I would love to see this group play normie versions of themselves in a Call of Cthulhu game.
It'd be fun.
That would be awesome.
Yo, can I please
Yeah.
make
I'll
you
do
guys
it.
as characters
it.
and then we do a one shot?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, my first Call of
Sounds fun.
Cthulhu character with the one we did with Ian, where I was playing my boxer, is pretty much Sludic.
Now we gotta make
Hey.
you. So we've gotta make.
We're making us.
Yeah, I gotta make
Oh.
you.
Oh, I meant their characters.
Oh, I
but
thought you meant like
also
them as
then-
people.
That
That
would work
also
too.
sounds very fun.
Oh golly.
I'm gonna say drop Drew's constitution, give him a major wound to start with, and make him a half hit points immediately.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Cthulhu on hard mode.
As
In
if it's
life.
not designed to be played on hard mode. Amazing.
Oh gosh. Well, anyway, thank you everyone once again. We also have the Day After Tomorrow on Monday. So if you don't want something as scary as Shadows of Driftchapel, you can get something a little more sort of sci-fi spooky, and weirdly more sexual and goofy. And
we can change that.
It's terrible.
Oh god. So let me see where's
Hey,
they are.
Matthews.
What can you do with
What
that
that
lobster
claw
claw
do?
hand?
Okay. What's the weather in Driftchapel like?
Yeah, Bradley, what's the weather like in Driftchapel?
Oh God. Lit.
Not.
Ka-chow.